All right, guys, welcome to the Unfiltered Podcast for the nighttime edition, man. We have 4 lovely ladies with us today. It's going to be an amazing show. Let's get it.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal, Michigan, most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynch to the conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever.
Yo, baby, how y'all doing on this beautiful fucking Friday? Tonight we're joined with 4 beautiful and lovely guests. But before we get to the show, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time we go live. Join the Discord, guys. In the Discord, you get all the behind-the-scenes footage, all the P-stars fighting, all the strippers fighting, all the OnlyFans girls fighting, Eric getting punched, cups thrown, all that good shit that y'all want to see. Or you also could drop topic suggestions and videos to react to. In the Discord, if you didn't know, we'll be choosing 10 of y'all to come join us by June 10th. If we hit 50K subscribers on YouTube, it's going to be the Virgin Cruise. It's going to be me, Eric, Anwar, the Virgin Cruise. There's no kids allowed, so a lot of girl shit can get y'all fucked up, laid, all that good shit.
Yeah. And don't forget to add on there that 50K by June 10th, man. I'll take 15K of my own money to throw a party for you guys. Also, man, special shout out to Don, man, for the Clips channel. I think we'll reach 2K subs by the end of the weekend. So he just started that channel just like 4 weeks ago. So shout out to him. Another thing, man, for the people that are waiting for the merch, it's going to be shipped out tomorrow. Jules and myself are packaging that up. If you want some merch, just hit me up on DMs. And I think this weekend also we're going to work on the pictures for the website. So onward, let's give a quick shout out to our sponsors. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Shout out to our sponsor, Vacay. They make CBD, CHG, and THC products. We got gummies and vapes on the table. All the THC is Delta 8, so it's legal in all 50 states. If you have any questions, just hit us up in the DMs. We'll be happy to send you some samples as well. Use code Unfiltered for 15% off all Vacay products. And shout out to Ask Dr. Kish. He's a certified family medical physician here to answer all your questions. He's not going to prescribe you no bullshit. And for all viewers of the Unfiltered podcast, he's offering a 50% off discount. So hit up his links in the description.
Also, guys, become a member. To become a member, you have to be on desktop. It's at the bottom right. It's a cash symbol. Click it. There's different levels of the membership. But at the highest level, you get percentages off our merch. You get emotes of all the girls that kicked off, all the P-stars, girls like Lennifer, bullshit people like that. You also get dropped Instagram chats with us. And you get our personal info, like our numbers and everything. You do business with us.
Okay, real quick, man. We're gonna let the ladies introduce themselves and get to the nighttime show. So we'll start off with you and we'll make our way around this way. So
Can I get your name, age, and what you do for a living?
Hey guys, I'm Jessie Lamala. I'm 32 years old. I'm a stay-at-home mom and I work on music as well.
Shout out to you.
Okay.
Hey everyone, my name is Kylie. I'm 20 years old and I'm a full-time student.
What's your major?
Management real estate.
What school?
UM.
Shout out to UM.
Yeah.
All right. What about you?
Hi guys, I'm Rhonda Sarhan. I'm 21 years old and I'm a full-time student as well.
What's your major?
Public health with a minor in art and psych.
What school?
University of Miami, go Canes.
She said psych.
All right.
You already know that shit,
What about
boy.
you? Go ahead.
Dina Cruz. I am 37 and I am an insurance broker and a stand-up comedian.
All right. Shout out to you.
Yeah. And I really actually would be interested in going to one of your shows.
I would love to have you guys.
Yeah.
I know I've sent you guys some clips. So.
When's your next show?
My next show actually is tomorrow at Saba Brewery down in Kendall somewhere. And then Sunday, I'll be in Hollywood at the Social Room. Monday, I'll be at Thank You Miami. Tuesday, I'll be at Dom's and Brickell. And Wednesday is actually my show, my own show that I'm producing with a couple comedians at a Backdoor Monkey in Wynwood.
Oh, shout out to you.
Nice.
Damn, you
That
fucking
sounds
worked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Hey.
And that one sounds like it's the closest.
Yeah.
Wait. That's all I know. Okay.
Come through.
Yeah.
I got you guys.
Okay, cool. Shout out to you. Onward. I want to go straight up to the videos today, man. So can you pull up the first one? We'll get to that one. Ladies, I want to get your reaction on this video. Chat, shout out to you. If you guys have any questions, make sure you guys go ahead and send us a super chats, any member chats as well. Onward will make sure he gets to it. Go ahead, bro.
So I asked her, if a woman dresses like a slut, does she respect herself?
I think yes.
What makes you feel that way?
I mean, I think it's not up to a woman to like, everyone can dress how they want. Men and women can dress exactly how they want.
Right. But does she respect herself if she's out here half naked? Is my question.
Does a man
What do you
respect
think?
himself if he's walking around half naked?
Well,
What if a guy's walking around with his top off? No one says a goddamn thing.
men and women operate on different playing fields when it comes on to dating.
Why do they do that? Why do men and women operate on different playing fields?
Because men and women
Because
aren't
it's
equal.
socially constructed to believe that men and women operate on different playing fields, when realistically we're all just humans.
I mean, that's true. We are all humans, but you never see them charging women a cover fee to get into clubs when celebrities are there. They're always charging guys.
Because that is a social thing where clubs like to take advantage of women that are in the clubs, and they like to charge men because they think that they will pay more because the men think that they are going to hook up with the women that are in the clubs.
That might be true.
That is true.
That might be
might be true.
Okay.
That is true.
I mean,
Okay,
promoters
cool.
and clubs use women as a
They use women
as a
as,
marketing ploy to
if
pull in
you're not paying for something, you are the product. I just want to let people know that right now. Don't go in clubs with promoters because you are the product then.
Uh,
I gotta go, brother.
don't grab the. Yeah.
All right, cool. Ladies, that was a lot there, okay? But let's stick to the main point. So the main point was she was saying that we're all just humans and that a woman should not be judged by what she wears. Do you ladies agree with that? That when a woman can dress slutty and they should not be judged by that? And we'll start off with you. Go ahead.
No, if you out there dressed like a booty, you're gonna get treated like a booty. Period. Like you got your ass hanging out. Guess what? You about. Never mind. Let me hold back that little like. You dress not. You dress like a booty in the street, bro. Period. Like you're gonna get booty attention. Yeah. If you don't want the men chillando at you or whistling at you, then put some goddamn pants on and put your tetas away.
Why do you think that men that walk around without shirts don't get that much attention?
Because ain't nobody interested in that shit. Like it's a guy passing by with nipples and maybe abs or a belly. Like
okay, all right,
it's not sexy, man.
Okay, what about you?
Can you please repeat the question?
Okay, so do you think it's fair for women to get judged if they dress slutty, but if a guy dresses without a shirt, he doesn't get judged? What do you think about that?
I think it makes sense that happens, but I don't agree with it.
Okay.
I don't think that women should be judged for whatever they choose to do because they chose to do it. They're their own individual. How's it affecting you? Why do you care?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, moving on. We'll get back to you, by the way.
Yeah,
you will. Go ahead.
I do. Want to touch on that.
I think that regardless of what women wear, they're always going to be sexualized. Like I could be fully covered or I could be wearing a crop top and people are still going to look at me any type of way.
What did I talk to you before the show? Before the show, I talked to you about something. What was it?
You said my boobs are too close to the mic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you have pretty big boobs, right?
Yeah.
And they're really close to the mic. So I wanted to make sure that it didn't interfere. Imagine you without a shirt in public.
Okay.
It would cause traffic. Right? So like now a guy without a shirt, not so much.
But that's because women's boobs are sexualized.
Uh-huh.
Okay. In other countries, women are able to breastfeed in public and no one says anything to them. It happens here in America and people lose their minds. Okay. If a guy walked out without pants, I'm sure that would stop traffic too.
You think
because your genitalia is sexualized.
Okay. It is sexual.
So you think if you were wearing hijab right now, like it would be as bad as it is right now?
Do I think men still sexualize women?
No, yes, of course you would get sexualized. You're a girl, but like I'm saying, would you get as much attention?
I get I would say similar amounts of attention despite how covered up I am. So would I get less attention? Yes, probably, but I still think that I would get attention regardless.
Don't you think guys would respect you more if you dress more modest?
Absolutely not.
I would disagree with that. Every time I see a girl with a hijab, I'm like, shit, I'm not gonna go slide on her.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, what about you?
So do you think you get the same type of attention when you're dressed and when you're not?
I feel like typically, yeah. I mean, obviously, if I was wearing a hoodie and sweatpants, and I would like, let's say, I was just like a bum day for me, like I probably wouldn't get as much attention. But
No, I'm not saying quality. I'm not saying quantity. I'm talking about the quality of attention that you get, because that's what we're really talking about. We're not talking about the amount. We're talking about the type of attention that you get.
well,
So you're gonna tell me that dressed the way you are right now,
mhm.
and dressed on a day that you have a hoodie on, you get the same type of attention?
No, but I feel like a lot of men these days, especially in Miami, have a certain like goal in mind whenever they approach women. So I would say that what I wear doesn't vary as much as what their intentions are.
Okay, but you started off the sentence with a no, and then you threw the butt in
Okay,
there after.
Yeah, obviously, if I'm like half naked, I'm sure the type of attention that I'm getting is like men trying to accomplish something.
Exactly.
That's
Whatever
the
that
point
means.
that we're trying to make.
Yeah.
But that's not. I'm sure if I was wearing a sweater and hoodies and a man came up to me in the grocery store and was like, "Oh, I'm trying to get to know you," they're still on the same type of time as someone in the club
Yeah,
saying, "Oh yeah,
definitely.
I'm trying to get to know
It's
you."
not-
But the
No, no, no.
approach is
Dude,
going to be completely
Exactly.
different,
Yeah,
and
the
you know
club,
that
they're
for
gonna
a
just sort of
fact.
grab on your body instantly.
You
'cause
know
you're
it
at
for
the
a
club.
fact. I can see it in her face. She knows
Yeah,
it's true.
exactly. In the
Yeah.
grocery store,
But-
someone's gonna come and you. What's your name? Probably
Exactly.
give you
What
a
do you do
handshake.
for a living?
Yeah.
Are you smart? Can you hold a conversation? What interests do you have? What piques your interest?
I don't
What do
think
you
I've
want to
ever been
do?
encountered
In
by
the
a
club?
strange man that's asked me any of those questions
None of those
before.
questions.
Not if you're dressed
even,
like that.
Even if I was in the
Even if
library.
I'm wearing a hoodie.
Like, to be completely honest with you. Now, the way that I see it, again, you're gonna get the attention that you dress for. Okay, not for nothing.
It's true.
It's the truth. It's just the truth. If I came in here and I looked like a person who, it's the same thing like when you go to a job interview, right? You go to a job interview looking like a bum, your shirt's all wrinkled, blah, blah, blah. They're going to treat you like a bum.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that job. You get me? You go into a job interview, you look sharp, your shirt's pressed, you got everything put together. Guess what? 9 times out of 10, they probably won't even look at your resume. And I know this because I've been the person on the other side of the table giving the person the job.
But then at that
You
point,
understand
I'm
what
not
I'm
being
saying?
approached. I'm approaching the job interviewer.
It's
So
the
then I
same.
came in
It's
there
the
and
Okay,
same.
but I'll
thing.
say this too. Even when a guy dresses up like in a suit compared to him dressed up in like baggy clothes, like the attention that they get is different, right?
Mhm.
Like you get a lot more serious attention from women, rather than just like a look over, right? So the way you dress definitely has a big role in how you get approached and how serious you get taken. And I understand, and a lot of women have come here from University of Miami. And for some reason, it's like it's like they all think
It's
the
like you
same
buy
way.
anything, bro.
Yeah,
It's
they
you
all
buy
think the
anything.
same way. And I'm telling you, I've had like one of them went viral, Bella.
Yeah.
And it's just like you guys I don't know what they're teaching you guys over there. But it's delusional. I mean, if you sit here and think that the way that you're dressed has nothing to do with the way that you're being treated, you guys are. I mean, come on, you're in Miami. You know what I mean? Like both of you guys are dressed.
Say the word.
Pretty promiscuous.
Provocative.
Yeah, promiscuous. You know what I mean? So
Provocative.
I mean,
Yeah,
come
very
on, like
provocative.
I mean, listen, it looks good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, yeah,
but
it
Yeah,
is.
we're
Yeah.
not saying you
Be
look bad. That's
prepared.
not what we're
Be
saying.
prepared for the fuckery. Is pretty
Yes.
much it.
Yeah.
Like,
But this is the thing too. It's like you guys have experience with that, so you guys aren't really worried about it, right? But you know that the way you came out dressed today, you're gonna catch some eyes, right? Like if you came in here with a hoodie, I wouldn't even know what you look like. I'm wearing a hoodie. You see, my girl's wearing a hoodie. You wouldn't know what she looks like. But if she dressed like you, trust me, like you can tell the difference. Trust me, I see it every day.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's up?
So do you think that it's valid for men to treat women a certain way based off what they're wearing?
We do it to them all the time.
The one thing I've noticed, and she's right, men and women do it to each other all the time. Okay, if you ever go on YouTube and you see like these YouTubers that dress homeless, they get treated way
Like
differently than they
shit.
do when they pull up in a brand new Lambo with a suit, right?
The
It's just
gold digger videos.
it is the way it is. What was your question again?
I asked, like, do you think it's valid for you to treat a woman differently based off what she's wearing?
I think every woman should be respected, but I think every woman should give a man something to respect. I have 4 sisters. I love my sisters. I basically like raised them because we had no father. And one of the main things I would tell my sisters was like, I would never want any of my friends to come to me and tell me like, yo, I smashed your sister. You know what I mean? And for me, like the way you carry yourself, the way you dress, are you friendly? Like all that stuff is what men use to know how they're going to go about you. Right? Like if you're too friendly, if you're dressed like this, like I'm going to be like, oh, well, I probably have a good chance at like talking to this girl. You know, if you come in here in a hoodie and you're quiet, like, what's the reason for me to talk to you? You know what I mean? We're all sending each other signals, whether you like to believe it or not. The way you dress is a signal. Like, you know, animals, they have like mating dances and shit like that. Like the way you dress is a signal to guys. Hey, this is how I feel about myself. You can approach me based off what it is the way it is. It may not sound, it doesn't sound good, but it is the way it is. I'm telling you. Like if I walked outside with $50,000 and I just happen to be like showing it off, and then I'm like, oh, well, you know, like no one should rob me based off the fact that like, you know, I worked hard for this money. But it's like reality is I'm causing attention to myself. Right. And it is the way it is, ladies.
Reality is there's a lot of fucked up guys in the world and they're not all going to respect women. So you can't put yourself in that position to, you know, a guy do some fucked up shit. If you're in a bikini and, you know, showing off your tits, I mean, like guys are going to look, they're going to come up to you, do some weird shit just because there are a lot of fucked up guys. Now, yes, there are the respectful guys that might not do that shit, but you can't. The probabilities are very against your odds.
Reality is also that men are desperate. Okay, so men are desperate for attention. Men are desperate for sex, and because they're desperate for sex, they're gonna come at you hard based off what you're wearing. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I have no argument.
Okay, cool. Shout out to you. And what about you?
Yeah.
Do you agree with us?
Or you see what we're saying?
She doesn't agree.
Anwar, the stream deck is off.
She doesn't agree. Yeah. Here I'll tell you something. So I went to University of Miami one day. Actually, me and Anwar, and almost all the girls. First of all, that's like a really preppy school. Number one,
you can tell how the girls talk.
Yes, you can tell by how they act. And how they're dressed. You know, it's almost like its own little world. University of Miami. They don't live.
You have your own like accent.
Yes,
they're very entitled too. It's the same. They talk the way same. They're like this is how it goes. Slay.
I would say that. And I mean I don't mean to judge everybody who goes out of school, but I would say overall they're probably pretty privileged, right? A lot of people like you probably are very privileged compared to most people out in the world, right?
I would disagree.
You would disagree with that?
I'm on a like full scholarship. Yeah, everything.
Okay, you guys are both on full scholarships.
I get my tuition funded, man.
Full Pell Grant.
Funded by who?
The feds.
Okay, you know how many people don't get their school funded though?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm definitely privileged compared to a majority,
right.
But not compared to the University of Miami majority.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what I'm saying is just you being in that school makes you privileged though.
Yeah.
You know,
of course.
Like that's actually considered a really good school, even though everybody that's come there from that school is pretty dumb. But you know, as far as I'm not talking about you guys, but if you guys see our past shows, man,
it's crazy.
It's retarded. It's really bad. I see we have some super chats, bro. Let's get to them real quick.
Do it. We got a big one from Kish, $50. Shout out to you, Kish.
He
says, shout out to the podcast. And ladies, remember, ladies, these questions aren't personal and are in general. Take some questions from non-members. About to go celebrate some success. Much love.
Wow. Shout out to you, Dr. Kish, man. Much love to you. And also congrats on the move to Florida, bro. And I saw you with your family, man. So enjoy your time with your family, brother. Much love. Any other ones?
Yeah, Repo said, what qualities make you girlfriend/wife?
Good question.
Material?
Good question. You know what? We'll start off with you over here. Wait, there's like some signals going on over here.
She's doing like silent.
Real quick. I read the question again. I don't think she heard it. Go ahead.
What qualities make you girlfriend/wife material?
I think that's a very subjective question. Depends on the person that wants a girlfriend or wife.
Okay.
But what type of wifey things in your definition would you do?
To you.
Yeah.
Having ambitions, caring for myself, being independent, not relying on other people, not having the need to be dependent on others.
Sounds like a wife.
He's being sarcastic.
Yeah, you're too young to get married.
No, that was me. He was talking over there.
That was Anwar.
I can't turn my head Anwar, but you're too young to get married. My statement.
I forgot I'm 17.
How old are you?
I'm 20.
20. Okay. Pretty smart for a 20-year-old. Okay. What about you? And you know, do you understand why he said what he said?
Wait.
You know why Anwar said what he said? You understand it?
I understand it. Yeah, I do.
What do you understand from it?
Most people tend to be pretty insecure and rely on others when it comes to relationships, so they look for that.
Why do it have to be insecure?
It's always insecure.
That's the
girls
Insecurity-
always try to attack their emotions.
That's like the go-to word
It's like
right
the-
there.
That's
Yeah.
it. That's what it
Because
is.
it's the root of all problems.
You think so?
I feel like when it comes to hostility with others, you're either jealous because you're insecure,
Uh-huh.
or if
Or
you
you're
have
insecure 'cause
issues
you're
with
jealous.
your what?
No, keep going.
No, I didn't understand what you said.
No, you can keep talking.
All
Okay.
right, guys.
Sorry. Anyway, yeah, a lot of things just stem from insecurity. I feel like obviously there's a lot of other things to it, but insecurity is always in that mix.
Okay. Are you single?
Yes.
Okay. By choice?
Yes.
Okay. So, so if the perfect guy came right now, I'm talking about your dream guy. You
Mhm.
wouldn't drop everything you're doing to be with him. I'm talking about the dream guy. He's the height you want. He's the, he has the finances that you want.
Great personality.
Everything. Dream guy.
It's a full package.
You wouldn't drop everything you're doing, school, etc. You wouldn't drop everything for him?
No,
No. Remember, your dream guy is probably not gonna come around every other year.
that's
he's,
okay.
He's
I
your
can
dream
wait.
guy.
Is he gonna wait though?
There's another one. There's multiple dream
You're
men.
wrong.
There's at least 7 of them.
You're tripping.
There's multiples of one person per billion.
Okay. What do you think the average salary in the United States is?
The salary of the United States,
The average
like 60K.
60K.
Yeah.
Okay. It's actually, we found out yesterday, it was 31K, right, Anwar?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Yeah.
It's really
Right?
sad. Look at your reaction. So just alone, anybody making over 100K means that they're already in the top 15%, and that's within women and men. So if you're looking at just men, you're looking at the top 10%. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So your dream guy is not there's not 7 of them out there, and the 7 of them that are out there are probably not going to treat you seriously.
Okay.
Okay. So all right, cool. Let's give the other ladies a chance to answer. So what qualities make you girlfriend / wifey material?
Let's see. You gotta be an okay cook. You gotta know how to clean. You gotta know how to listen. You gotta learn how to like cater to your man. What else?
You were the one.
Oh, I have a daddy. Yeah, you're gonna go.
Yeah,
start your shit
I was gonna go there.
Boo boo, I have a daddy for a reason
Yeah.
because I do everything for the man, bro.
No,
Like,
I get that.
everything.
But
Like-
what I was gonna say is you were on here recruiting for him last show.
I mean, yeah, because I need a girl. I need a girlfriend. Facts.
Well,
Like,
what
we're,
I'm-
trying to do, we're trying to do a 3 thing
I know.
so that we can have more money
Right.
and more people can get taken care of. Like,
Gotcha. Okay. what I'm saying is, it's like I don't see nothing wrong with that.
No, I don't either.
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
that was the question.
So shout out to you. You actually get some really
Can
good
I get a
ones.
ding? Can I get a ding?
Yeah,
Brother,
I
sound
think so.
boy, it's-
All right, real quick, Miss University of Miami. What qualities make you a girlfriend / wifey material?
Okay. I think I have pretty good communication skills. I'm independent, but I feel like I know how to work in a partnership. What's funny?
No, keep going.
Okay.
He's probably laughing at the fact
You
that
said
both of you
independence,
guys.
but, like, I
named
want to hear. I want
independence.
to hear
Okay.
everything.
I think that I'm really good at motivating people around me. Like I'll always want what's best for you. Like I'm not okay with complacency.
So you're good at supporting.
Yeah.
Okay.
We talked about this earlier, but I am a good cook. I
Mhm.
will give myself a pat on the back for that. Let's see. I'm funny. You know, when you're having a bad day, like I'll definitely tell you a good joke or something.
Get some giggles out of you.
Yeah.
How about this? Because both of you guys said independence. Can you define independence? Like what type of independence? Because you named that as a quality.
For me, I would say independence is having my own goals, my own work ethic, having my own hobbies, being able to have my own life, basically. I want to be able to have personal and private things separate from my partner as well as the partnership with them.
Okay.
Okay.
What about you?
I kind of agree with what she said. Like I can live my own life. Like I don't need you to hold my hand to go to the dentist. Like I think that the only way partnerships usually work is if you're able to be your own person. I think codependency is like a big thing. So being able to be independent is what like helps relationships work.
When I hear partnership, I automatically think 50-50.
Yeah.
And like 50-50 doesn't work. You don't want to pay half of the bills.
I will say that it shouldn't always be 50-50. What, in terms of money or like
In terms of everything.
well, yeah, you know, some days you're gonna have bad days. You can only give in 20. You need to count on whoever you're with to give you that 80. Like it's a push and pull type thing. Like you can't always be 50-50. That's not logical.
Some days you're gonna have to compromise, whether you like it or not.
Okay, when I hear 50-50, girls think like, oh, they have to provide, they have to protect also, but like it has to be balanced. We all have different type of roles. I'm the provider, I'm the protector, you're the nurturer, right?
Let me tell you something.
Hunters and
I don't
gatherers.
care. I don't care how bad I feel. I will never tell my girl to pay for anything. Like that. Like my feelings don't matter to me when it comes to like what a man should do.
Well, if you communicated that with her, that's fine.
No, but and I'm an extremist in that sense to most people because I feel like that's how men should be.
Facts.
I don't believe in 50-50. 50-50 gives a woman an opportunity to say, oh, well, like I do the same thing you do. So why are you telling me what to do? Right. And I feel like you can't have two leaders when it comes to a relationship. Someone has to lead, someone has to follow. And then I don't believe that, oh, well, you know, you take today off and I'll lead today and you lead tomorrow. I don't believe in that either. Right. I just think that it should always be the man who's in charge. I feel like it. But granted, like we had I forgot who it was that came here the other day and they were like, yo, it's actually really beautiful to lead because and she made a really good point. I think it was you actually. And she was like, it's actually women who are in control because the woman that is submissive and peaceful to the guy, like she'll be able to dictate what he does. Right. Like if the man trusts you enough, you can tell him what to do.
Yes.
You can advise him and he'll be like, yo, there's no one I trust more than you. I'm going to listen to you. So by default, you also lead. Does that make sense? But women today don't want to do that. They want to be in control.
Men set the tone for the relationship. We create the atmosphere.
Ladies, you understand what she's saying?
So what that means is he's gonna set the tone, right? He's gonna figure out like what level playing field financially you guys are gonna be on. He's gonna make sure that you got a roof over your head. He's gonna make sure that all these things. Now, when he comes home, you're the one that's responsible for making that home. You get me? Like you should make it safe enough for him to come home and be able to trust you enough, be able to trust your judgment, trust your wisdom, trust what you have to say to him so that he can come and ask you about things that are going on in his life. Why? Because men are not conditioned to be vulnerable the way that we are. They're just not.
Facts.
Yeah, we're not.
Okay.
That's one of the biggest issues I've always had.
You have to create the environment that makes him safe enough to say, okay, yeah, this person has my best interest at heart. This is where my heart lies because I know that this is safe.
Yeah. 100% agree. You look a little bit.
If that's the relationship, I don't want it.
Oh, wow, that's sad.
So what type of relationship do you want?
I want to be able to take turns. I don't want to rely on anyone else. I feel like when you rely on someone else, you put too many of your eggs in their basket.
So you realize that we all have to rely on each other for something in this world,
yeah,
right?
something, not everything.
No, I'm not saying everything.
Yeah.
I never said everything.
Yeah, I'm not trying to say you are, but I'm trying to say that I don't ever want to rely on anyone for everything.
Who hurt you?
No one hurt me. I just want to make sure I can take care of myself.
Yo,
okay. So here's the problem with taking care of yourself, right? I come from a 2-parent household. I come from a household where my dad is a man's. Like he'll come in here, he'll fix all this shit. And then he'll get up and go to work for 12, 15 hours before he was retired. He's super old now. But now coming from that idea, all right, even then my parents did a disservice to me. And I'm going to explain to you how. They made me hyper independent. Why? Because my dad looked around and he realized there's no men out here like me. So I need to make sure my daughter can take care of herself and sustain herself. Now, it's hard for me to turn that off, to find a man who understands that I do have the ability to turn that hyper independence off.
True.
Okay. And it's not because I don't know how to be feminine. I'm actually a very, very extremely feminine woman when it comes to a lot of things. You know what I mean? But when you have and you're conditioned to live in that hyper independence, you're always going to give off the sense that you don't need a man. So why the fuck would he even come around?
Yeah.
Well, I think when you find your person, like that wouldn't be an issue. Yeah. Like to a lot of men, a lot of men, it may be like intimidating that this girl is independent and she doesn't need me. Like,
hold on, I don't like that women are always going for men in the way of like intimidating or insecure. listen, there's nothing wrong with me wanting to just take care of a woman. It doesn't make me insecure.
Yeah.
I'm
That
not. Hold
yeah,
on.
not
Listen.
at
Hold
all.
on. Let me finish. I'm not intimidated because a woman can make money. Anyone can make money. It's 2023, right? For me personally, and this is the way that it used to be. I think men should be taking care of women. Women take care of men in different ways, right? And it's beautiful. Like it's a yin and yang, right?
Yes.
But in today's society, women like yourself, you're like, oh, well, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. The problem isn't you necessarily putting your eggs in one basket. It's you putting all your eggs in the wrong basket.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does make
Because there
sense.
are good men out there that you could put all your eggs in his basket and he will take care of you. However, most women, like the women at University of Miami, because I've been there, they don't take time to vet their guys. You guys are just looking for that quick instant gratification, right? It's the swipe right, swipe left, right? Like this is what it is. Let's be honest, ladies, okay? I'm older than you guys, but not by that much, okay? So I know what it is. And I think that's the problem. I think that, you guys are hyper independent, like she said, but it's like long term, it's actually gonna do you a disservice.
I agree. The reason I don't like the independence is it comes with masculine traits. I don't want a masculine woman that I have to, try to handle when I get home. I don't want to have to handle you. You're supposed to be my peace when I come home.
So then don't look for a masculine woman or don't accept a masculine woman as your relationship
But
partner.
if you're independent, you're low-key a boss babe. And that's what the society's pushing. Wouldn't you agree to?
If you think a woman is too masculine around you, it's because she probably feels like she needs to do that. If a man is masculine enough, women will fall into their own femininity.
No, it's just gonna come out. Like if you're be more argumentative, it's simple shit.
I see what you're saying, and I agree. The right man will allow a woman to just kind of just go into that, right? It'll be easy. However, most women today don't know how to turn it off, like she said. It's not like, oh, okay, I just know how to turn it off. Like it usually sticks with you, right? It's like a bad habit. You'll find yourself biting your nails, and you're like, yo, why the fuck am I biting your nails? It's a habit that you never learn how to really control.
It's like a muscle. Like
yes,
you have to exercise it. Type of
absolutely.
thing.
And so, like most men, they'll get with you because you're pretty, right? And long term, you'll end up single because there's stuff that they don't want to deal with. And
also, if you're hyper independent, that means you're gonna have to have your own job, right? Because you said you don't want a guy to you don't want to rely on.
No, but she said also like it's kind of just her having her hobbies and stuff like that, and that I agree, right? A man wants you not to be up his ass all the time either. Like he does want you to be busy. It's true, but actually, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay.
A question. Yeah. Okay, so if you had to pick between your dream man and your dream job, which one would you pick?
I would definitely pick my dream job.
My dream man.
Wait, you said your dream man?
Dream man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you said what? Dream job?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay. Can you?
You're gonna be alone forever.
No, I mean she's entitled
I hope you
to
like
her
dogs
own
and
opinion.
cats.
Yeah.
Why your dream job?
Because I want to find my soul happiness. If I'm having something that
Can I tell you
entertains me every
something
day,
about your dream job?
I mean, maybe.
Okay. If you die tomorrow,
Mhm.
somebody else is gonna have your dream job before the week is over.
And then someone else is gonna have my dream man too.
Absolutely not.
Yes, way.
If it's your dream man and he is madly, deeply in love with you, trust me, I've seen it. I'm not talking about in generality. I'm talking from experience, mama. From someone who's 37 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your dream job, they'll fill that shit by the end of the week. Your dream man, if it's really your dream man for real, like the way we're putting it in the hypotheticals,
Mm-hmm.
there'll never be another woman for him like you.
Yeah.
Sucks for him.
She's 20. She doesn't get it yet. It'll take her another 30.
35 years.
No, it'll
Damn.
take you till you hit 35, maybe another 15 years for you to get it. Unfortunately.
No, I do get it. It's just my priorities are different at this phase of my life.
Yeah.
What are your career plans?
My career plans. I want to make change in organizations, fix the systemic racism and sexism in organizations today.
And you pick.
It's gonna take a while. It's gonna take after I die.
Yeah, I was
but
about to say that's endless.
I want to try.
Yeah, okay. Yo, shout out to you, the first person to ever try to do that. All right, cool.
Not the first.
I was being sarcastic. I was being sarcastic. Any other super chats, bro? Go ahead.
Yeah, Repo said, do any of the women want kids if you don't have them already? If so, how many and by when?
You want some kids?
Nope.
No kids? That doesn't surprise me at all.
I'll adopt. I don't want to give birth.
Yeah.
can't
What
make
about
this
you?
shit
Any
up.
kids?
Yeah, I got
You
3
can't make
kids.
this shit
3
up.
kids. What about you, kids?
Definitely not for a while, but I think so.
There's hope in you yet.
Yeah.
There's hope in you.
She's
yet.
teetering.
She's
There's
long.
no hope in me.
She's long gone.
Yeah.
She's long gone.
Sure.
I
Stop
would-
going to
you
There's
know,
no turning back.
You got time.
I would also say, based off like how you carry yourself and the way you speak, I would also say that you probably are also one of those women that feel like body count doesn't matter, and you can just do whatever you want. Correct?
No.
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 So
Body count matters.
so body count matters. Okay, so you're good on some things. Okay, cool.
Oh.
What about you? Any kids? You have
Yeah, I have a 14-year-old daughter.
okay. You have a 14-year-old daughter, so she
You
already
want
has
more
kids.
kids?
No,
Yeah.
I'm done.
37,
We
bro.
talked about it.
Yeah. All right. Any
done.
other ones, bro?
What about
no.
you, Jesse?
What?
She already has. She said she
I
has 3
had
kids.
3.
3
She's
boys. I'm
done.
done.
Oh, Basil's not paying
Fuck
attention.
You, me.
Yeah.
Having more
Yeah.
kids.
We
bro,
just
I'm
we went
good.
from the corner.
Okay, cool. Any other ones?
You're Meshi. He said, question for the ladies. Do you think most older women in America are bitter and jealous of younger women who are married to wealthy older men?
What do you ladies think about that?
No.
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 Okay. Very profound.
Yes. No.
No,
Yes,
we're not
no.
talking about ourselves.
I mean, facts.
That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm not. That's probably why I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not jealous of a
You're not.
booty. Like, man, I'll snatch your ass up too. And the viejo. What's wrong with you? Like, what you mean? But yeah, no, yeah, there are definitely older women that's probably the cause of a lot of divorces out here in Miami for sure. Younger woman dating a wealthier man, se jodió la vieja, and now the young chick is out just, doing all the extra shit that the old lady don't want to do no more.
Yeah. It's very
Yeah.
simple, man. Men are very simple creatures.
You're Meshi. To answer your question, I would say yes, they are. They hit that 35-year-old point, and as when they're young, like what's your name again? My bad. What's your name again?
Me?
Yeah.
Kylie.
My name is Kylie.
My bad. I'll remember this time.
Nice to meet
Kylie.
you, Basil.
Yeah, nice to meet you. So when people have mindsets and ideologies like Kylie, and then they grow up and hit 35, and now they want the family and children,
Yeah, they hit
and
that wall.
they can't get it because the guys want the 23-year-olds, the tight girls, the girls that are beautiful, that have youth and beauty to them. The guy, they don't want them anymore. So then they get jealous and angry that the guys aren't going for that, and then they judge the older guys in their 30s going for a guy in their prime.
Kylie, you're in your prime right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, you should take advantage of it.
Right.
But you won't.
I do take advantage.
Oh, you got a sugar daddy.
I don't think
No,
I don't
I
think you
don't
know
know.
what I'm
You
saying
said
as
that,
taking
man.
advantage is like right now that you're the most beautiful that you'll ever be, the youngest that you'll ever be, is when you should really start trying to set yourself up to find a good man. And I'm not talking just go out there and date randomly. I'm
Yeah.
saying like really like vet guys and find, because there's good guys out there, and find and build with them. I'm not saying like forget your life. I'm not telling you to do that. Yes, you can still have your passions. You can still do what you do. I'm just saying find a good guy, because focusing on yourself, while it seems like the good thing, when you hit 30, 35, and you realize that those guys that you want the younger girls that look like you, you're going to be in for a
You guys are
surprise.
acting like this is my life plan for the rest of my life. I am 20 years old.
Yeah,
I
I'm
have
just
some
going based on where
time.
you are right now. I don't know where you'll be 10 years from now, but I'm just
But that's
telling you.
also why
Well-
we're saying all this, so you get a different perspective on it.
Well, I understand it. This is the first time I've been single since I was 15 years old. So I do want to focus on me and take some time off from
Okay.
looking at men.
So like
entertaining
Anwar
men.
said, it was trauma.
No, it wasn't trauma.
I said, who hurt you?
It was just we were together for a long time. That was like all of my teenage years. I want to kind of be a little more single and have a little bit more freedom.
And fun and dicks.
Yeah,
Oh my
bro.
gosh.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Moving on. Shout out to you. Any super
Yeah,
chats?
we
Go
got
ahead.
one from Bofa. He said, LMAO, systemic racism and sexism, virtue signaling.
Shout out to my boy, man. Do me a favor, man. Let's get to some more member chats. Go ahead.
All right, yeah. Captain said, question for the ladies. Do you honestly think that the guy at McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, etc., is making 60 to 70K a year?
Yeah, for you. You said you thought it was 60K. You think most people make 60K working at McDonald's,
No.
Taco Bell,
No.
most serving jobs, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Those
Just
people
depends.
usually make like minimum wage.
Yeah.
Not even fucking
And
average.
serving jobs is less than minimum wage because they rely on tips.
How much do you make a year?
I don't know, like 10K as a student.
10K. Okay.
Yeah.
Holy shit, bro. That's crazy. I'm sorry, bro. Miami is expensive. When I think
Yeah.
about like the fact that most people make 31K a year, and 31K in Miami isn't even food for the year. You know what I mean? So that's ridiculous.
People are
man.
really be going through it, struggling. Credit
Yeah.
card debt, all that, loans and all that extra shit.
That's crazy. Okay, cool. Any other ones, bro? Go ahead.
Yeah, AMG asked, question for the ladies: is having a lot of guy friends that they hang out with one-on-one because they're just friends okay?
She's laughing. You good with that?
As a woman, is that okay for women to
Yeah.
do?
Yeah.
Most times, no.
Why?
I feel like as a woman, you usually know that most men in your life aren't your friends just to be your friends. There's
Okay.
always that thing in the back of their mind that they want to sleep with you.
So you are smart.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know.
All right. So why do you think women still have these friends if they know in the back of their mind that those guys want to sleep with them?
The validation, the comfort, the attention.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Damn.
she dropped a little
Yeah,
knowledge. Okay.
I see her.
So when you're in a relationship, you don't have any male friends?
I do have male friends, but I'm not hanging out with them
Red
one-on-one
flag.
and disrespecting my partner.
Okay, cool. What about you? What do you think about the guy friends thing?
I'm like a little nigga, so I hang around niggas.
Yeah, you give me guy vibes.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd
But,
outdrink me at the bar.
But yeah, damn, not drinking
She was
at the
actually
bar.
just talking about that
Yeah,
outside.
I
She
don't
said she's a
drink. Yeah,
lightweight.
I'm a lightweight for sure. I'm like that person just smoking, just hey, with all the dudes looking at the girls on some hype shit. Like I have guy friends, and my daddy doesn't like that shit. But like he knows. Like, listen, I'm really just hanging out with these dudes.
That says a lot about your man too, though. You got to understand.
Definitely,
anyone,
I get that.
Any
but-
woman that says I have a man, but I have guy friends and I hang with
So
them.
I don't really have that many guy friends. I got
It
used
doesn't
to.
matter.
I have my smoke partners. That's what I do.
Okay.
I just smoke with them and
Well,
just get high. as
See,
shit.
that's even more of a problem.
The problem is
Why is that a problem? Because we're talking about aliens and shit, about government, religious, stupid shit.
because here's the thing: men are opportunists, and let's say I'm dating you, right?
Yeah.
Me and you have a falling out.
Okay.
You know, it's one of those dumb things, and it's a falling out. You go hang out with Steven. Steven's smoking you up. You know, y'all talking about aliens and shit, and then all of a sudden he makes a move, and me.
Steven gonna get knocked the
Hold on,
fuck
but-
out
okay,
for sure for
but
touching or even
remember-
trying to. Like,
But remember, maybe that's you, but most women aren't gonna.
oh, yeah,
they're
most
n-
women
they're
are
not
like,
gonna. So the
I think I
problem,
need-
and that's the problem that I have with the male friends, with the guy friends, is that as a guy, I know how guys are.
Exactly.
So I would never want my girl being around guy friends because listen, man, yes, they might behave for a day, a week, maybe a month, maybe even a year. There's guys that won't even try anything for a year, 2 years, but give them that one opportunity and they'll take that shit, you know? So for me personally, it's just not a risk that I'm willing to take.
Yeah, I don't even want to hear about that situation.
The problem, however, is women like her will sit here and be like, oh, but you're insecure. You know, it's not so much about, I'm actually a very secure guy. I'm super secure, and my circle is really small. Unlike you or, most people, I don't need a whole bunch of people around me for validation. I'm good with
What do
my
you mean?
three.
Unlike me, what did I do to you?
I'm in general, right? So like for me personally, like I'm good with having 3-4 people in my life. I promise you, like you have 3-4 good 5 people in your life, you guys can take over the fucking world. I don't need to be like the popular kid. I don't need to do none of that. So same thing goes with me. Like if I'm in a relationship, and even if I'm not in a relationship, I don't keep girlfriends around.
There's no point.
I don't do that.
I don't gain by having girlfriends.
There's nothing that a girlfriend is gonna do for me that I can't do for myself.
If anything, I lose. If we're out in public and someone steals your fucking bag, I have to get that bag back. Now I have to put my life in danger
So
just
you
to
guys
get your
don't
fucking
have
bag.
any friends
Some
that
girl
are
you're not
women?
even smashing. No,
No, let me tell you something. All the girls that I've ever been friends with, I've smashed.
That's crazy.
And so like,
That's
Oh
fine.
my gosh.
yeah, and so like, there's okay. Let me ask you this: do you think men and women being friends is the same? Like, do you think it's equally beneficial, or do you think one benefits from the other more?
I think in all relationship, one person benefits more than the
Okay,
other.
so if me and you are friends, right?
Mhm.
Just platonic, who benefits more?
Me,
You. In what ways?
because like you said, well, like we both said before, you probably would want to sleep with me in the back of your mind. So, and you're not getting that.
Mhm.
So you're kind of losing out on that. And then me, I don't want to sleep with you. I'm just getting that camaraderie.
Okay, is that the only way?
It's not the only way. It's rare to find other ways. though.
Okay, give me 2 more ways.
2 more ways. Repeat the question. I want to make sure I'm
So
answering
how do
correctly.
you benefit more from being my friend and I benefit from you being my friend?
I have someone there for me emotionally, like a therapist. I feel like a lot of men don't really share their feelings, so they're losing out on that fact. And something else, I guess if we're in public together, like he said, like there's like that protector kind of vibe from the man, and I can't really do that. If you guys are getting robbed, what am I gonna do?
Yeah. Not only that, but even when I go out with like people from the show, sometimes we'll go out from people for the show, and I'm like, damn, I feel obligated to fucking pay for food. You know what I mean? Like, just as a guy, just as a gentleman, like I'm like, damn, it's just the way it is. You know what I mean? Like, women benefit from being friends with guys, but guys almost never benefit from being friends with a girl. So this is why, personally, for me, myself and him, like, we don't really have who, bro. Like maybe one Savannah, but like we talk once a month.
Those are like associates,
and even then, like it's just, yeah,
beneficial.
like we're not hanging out, like you know what I mean.
It'd
like
be like business shit.
Yeah, it's like she'll help me out with some business shit, or I'll help her out, or like I'm telling you, like it's not really beneficial. However, girls benefit from guys every single day. Okay, cool. What was the main question, bro? Go ahead.
It's having a lot of guy friends that they hang out with one-on-one because they're just friends.
Okay, cool. What about you? What do you think about that?
Okay, I think, me personally, it's like a unique situation because some of my best friends, like back home, are like, it's these two guys, but I've been friends with them since childhood.
Do you think they would fuck if you gave them the opportunity?
Honestly, no. I think they would have tried already if that was the case. And
or you already friend zone them and they know they don't have a chance, so now they're just sitting there.
No, I don't think so. Like, it's just become such a like more family kind of vibe. Like, it would be really weird if that happened. But to answer your question, I do think that at this point in our lives, we kind of benefit equally. Like, they'll be like, yo,
did you
Rhonda,
just not hear everything me and her were talking about? How do we benefit equally?
Well, not you right now because you're older, but they'll be like, yo, Rhonda, like put me on with your friends. Like,
so
they're benefiting from me.
Okay, so you got beta pussy friends, because I would never ask a girl to put me on.
Oh my god.
Okay, so all right. So first of all, a real man would never really ask you to put him on with a girl.
That's the lamest shit ever.
That like you're talking about kids. You're talking about little boys. Okay. Number two, if that was a one thing that guys benefit from being your friend compared to everything I just named that guys would do for women, it's not even fair.
Risk your life for put me on with your friend.
Spending money, I'm using my resources on you. Like, it's not even fair.
Yeah, but you're a lot older. I'm talking about like 20-year-olds.
It is
like,
definitely
not,
okay. So keep
20-year-olds
going, because that one was some bullshit. That's a little boy. Like,
okay. Sometimes when I like cook food, like I'll take it to my guy friends. Like, they're benefiting that. Like, sometimes my guy friends, because I've been friends with them so long, will open up to me and I will give them advice on things because I have a different perspective as a woman. I think that's pretty valuable. I feel like these days men can't do as much as like maybe you can. Like, if I called some of my friends, was like, can you help me change a tire? I'd probably be better off watching a YouTube video and doing it myself. So
the age group definitely matters.
Oh well, that's your personal choice. You guys are hanging with little kids.
That sounds just like pussies. Like, you gonna go change a guy's tire? Like, what the fuck?
My own tire.
Oh my gosh! If my guy friend called me to go change his tire, he's done.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Moving on. What about you over here? Please speak into the mic. What do you think about the guy friends thing?
I have 2 guy friends. That's it. And if I let them smash, yeah, for sure they would, without a doubt in my mind. But the reason why we are friends is because, I mean, remember, I'm older. So like the guys that I hang out with, it's different because they do know how to change a tire. Like, they do know how to like do shit. Like, you get me? So I'm single, completely single. So having that guy friend, like, come to my house, fix some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, but you're proving our point though, that women benefit a lot more from men.
Oh yeah, I never negated that. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
I mean, the fact that you know that they would sleep with you, in a sense, puts you in a position of power, because you know that if you wanted to sleep with them, you could get it like this. However, if they wanted to sleep with you, they probably wouldn't be able to do it, or if they did, they'd have to go through some shit to do it.
It's not happening.
What I've learned from women is, listen, man, women are also very simple. If she likes you, she's gonna give you an opportunity to hit. If she doesn't like you, she will make it hard for you, and eventually, if you're persistent enough,
she'll give in.
Which most guys can be persistent. I've seen girls give in to guy friends, or man, I've had girls tell me, I don't know why I hit this guy, like why we smashed, because he was like a waste of time. He wasn't funny. He wasn't good looking. I'm like, yeah, but he still smashed though. A win is a win. You know what I mean? Because guys know how to be persistent. They will persist you to death, bro.
Facts.
All right. Any other super chats, bro?
Yeah, we got one more from Brokey on the grind. He says, "Gangsta chick scares me, might rob me."
For sure, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
She's such a
You
sweetheart.
you give me like California like cholo gang member
I'm not
vibes.
robbing anybody.
And that's exactly what they would say.
Oh, God.
That's exactly what they would say too.
Yo, she drive a scammer car too. That Charger, bro.
Damn, bro. Oh
You got the
my
whole
God,
vibe.
Jesus
You from
Christ.
New York
You
too? Like you got the whole
The Bronx.
Listen,
You got
it's
all
just
that.
it's just an outer fucking shell. I promise you, I'm really soft inside. I give in really bad. Like I have kids, I have boys, and I'm like, oh shit, I just want, like I want to fuck them up, but like they're so cute that I just be like, nah, bro, y'all are cute and shit, you know.
Okay, cool. Shout out to the ladies. Yo, let's get to the second video real quick, man. And shout out to the panel, man. The panel's actually been really cool. Miss Kadi actually dropping some bombs, so I'm really surprised.
This is
about
like
that.
hit and misses. She'll
Yeah.
say like a red
Hit or
flag and then
misses.
say green flag.
That's so subjective.
Go ahead.
Have any control over what you wear when you go out?
Oh hell no. No.
Shit.
No.
If Shawty wears something a little too bit revealing, you heard me? I should have a bit say so just because like you were a reflection of me.
No.
Pause
that
it
makes
real
sense.
quick. That is a weak ass dude. That is a weak ass dude.
Just by her
She
response, you
runs
can
all
tell that
over
shit.
him.
Yeah,
Think
just by the
of-
response.
First
She
of
said
all,
no.
look at the lashes. That's a big indicator. Run away from that, guys. Run away from that, guys. Okay. If she looks like she can fly away when she blinks,
Bro,
run away from that.
She got the umbrellas on, bro.
Number two, understand body language says a lot. You see her posture. She's giving me like real masculine vibes,
Very
bro.
stern.
Like super masculine
Well,
vibes.
in her defense, I think it's cold where they're
Well,
Yeah,
in
I
her
did see
in
some
her
wind.
in her defense too, it's the face, it's it's the
You're right.
shrugging, it's
Yeah, you're
the real like strong voice.
She did say no like 80
Um,
times already.
and I will say that like the guy clearly, I think in this video they say that that's her husband, if I'm not mistaken.
That's her husband.
If I'm not, if I'm not mistaken, we'll listen to the rest of the video. But he's essentially trying to bargain with her and saying like, hey, listen, if you wear something a little bit too revealing, I should, right? He's saying like I should, almost as if like he's asking to be able to do it. And that's not what you do, gentlemen. Like you don't ask your lady for shit. You tell her, okay?
Like,
you
is,
run that
is
shit.
this or you out the door?
Yes.
It's my way or the highway.
I mean, look at her, bro. Like she's replaceable. Let's finish this video. Go ahead.
Walked out here in
She
this
on
mini
that
skirt.
feminine shit. She on that
Right, because I'm a
feminine
woman of 2023.
No,
and I
no,
feel like
she
women,
look good.
women can wear what they want to
sound like
wear.
Look, you
I shouldn't
fine,
have
look.
to talk to
Sounds
my
like Kylie.
husband about wearing what I
Husband,
should wear, you
Look,
know?
you fine like someone, but at the same time, also be respectable and respect your husband. You
No.
heard me?
If I want to wear a bralette, I can wear a
Nah.
bralette out. You shouldn't. I shouldn't have
If
to
you
ask for his
come out the
permission. I
house
shouldn't
with
ask for his
just
permission.
no thing on, your titties out.
I'm not saying my
we
titties
breaking
out.
up. We
He's
breaking
saying
up.
if I
We
wear a
breaking up. We
bralette
breaking up.
in the
What you talking
underwear, that's what I'm saying. I know a
Hey,
man.
no, that's cool.
a
for the
man
night, 'cause
should
I'm finna
not
take
be
this
able-
off later.
a
Look,
man-
I'm finna
no.
take this off
A
later.
man should not be able
Don't
to
worry
tell a
about it.
woman
Don't
what
worry
she
about it.
should and should not wear. It's 2023. If there are flying
Yeah,
cars,
yeah, in
that
tw-
means
in
men cannot
2023.
tell women what they
Go
should
back
wear.
to 1993.
That's
Let's
period.
see
That's
what
on
happens.
anything.
Let's see what
You should
happens.
not be able to tell me what I have to wear. That's not no. No.
Should he have
All
any
right, so real
was
quick,
horrible.
so that actually was her husband, okay? And you can see how she treats him, okay?
Has
So
no respect
real
for him.
quick, and let's make this short and concise. What do you think about that video?
I think it's wrong in a lot of different ways.
Okay.
She clearly doesn't respect his opinion in that sense. You could tell it's probably an argument that they've had before. I'm not gonna say she's wrong in the sense that like, well, a man shouldn't tell you what
Oh,
to do.
give her that fucking X, bro.
But
give me the soundboard,
what I'm
bro.
saying is, no, but wait, let me finish. What I'm saying is, though, you shouldn't even be putting him in that position to
Okay.
have to tell you.
But
like, you
okay,
understand
hold
what
on.
I'm
But
saying?
see, this is where I disagree because I agree with what you just said. She shouldn't put him in that. But if she does put him in that position, he should have the right to tell her, listen, man,
I mean, yeah, they
you're
should
a
be able
reflection
to
of
have
me.
that conversation. Absolutely.
And women have to understand is if you're in a relationship, you are a reflection of me I am a reflection of you. You're an extension of me.
Mhm.
If I'm dating you and I go out there and someone accuses me of grape, that makes you look bad.
Of course.
Most women, they don't even find out the truth. They're like, oh, someone accused you of that? We're done. Okay? Why? Because no women want to be associated with a man that does that type of shit. Okay? We are a reflection of each other. If I'm dating you and you're going out here looking like that, I'm gonna have a little bit of a problem with that. Because I'm gonna be like, yo, wait, like you wearing that just in the house for me, or you really like going out with that? You know what I mean? If you're like, yo, I'm just going out with that, I'm gonna be like, all right, well, you've been bought kind of like a car. You still have the for sale sign on it. You know what I mean? Like if you're in a relationship with me, you shouldn't be advertising yourself as single. That's just my personal, belief. All right, what about you? Thoughts on the show? I mean, thoughts on the fucking video. Go ahead.
I think that they definitely should break up. There's clearly no respect for each other. I do think she's right first, like a certain extent, like you said, like she should wait. Oh my god. She should be able to wear what she wants, but she should respect the fact that he doesn't want her going out like that. Like that's something that varies from relationship to relationship, and she should respect him enough to respect the fact that he doesn't want her wearing that outside in public.
Okay, but when you say she should be able to wear what she wants, by definition, then she shouldn't, because if she respects her man, then like she can't wear whatever she wants.
And she shouldn't have to wait for her man to say no. Like you should already
I don't
not
think she
embarrass
should
your
just
man.
put him in that position.
I'm gonna tell you ladies one thing, okay?
Yeah, like do you want
ladies, real quick. I'm gonna tell you one of the most turn off fucking things that you can do to a man. For a man to feel like he has to coach you in a relationship, that is a fucking turn off. I don't want to tell you how to be. I don't want to tell you how not to be. You should already know this. You're a fucking grown ass adult, So it's like I shouldn't have to tell you don't wear this. I shouldn't have to tell you, oh, when guys try to say hi to you, don't let them kiss you. Like certain things I just should not have to fucking tell you. You're a grown ass adult, right? And so like the worst thing you can do is have a guy coach you, because then he's already looking at you like, yo, you're not as valuable as I thought you were.
Yeah,
okay?
that's what I'm saying.
You're
She should
basically
never
a
put him
fucking
in
kid.
that position in the first place.
Yeah. I'm huge on that. What about you? What'd you think about that video?
I kind of agree with what Rhonda said earlier. I don't think either of them really respect each other that much, because clearly they've communicated this issue before. And if he doesn't like a certain thing and she's still gonna, like, I guess, disrespect him in that sense where he had this conversation with her, then she's disrespecting his wishes. And if she's staying with him in that relationship, she should at least try to respect his wishes if she's gonna stay. And then for her, I think she does have the right to wear whatever she wants. And then if she wants to listen to him and ask for permission to wear whatever she wants, that's her choice. But at least respect it if he has an answer.
Well, it's like you're giving politically correct answers.
It's a backhand logic though.
Why?
But like, why would she have to ask him? If she has to ask him what to wear, then she knows it's wrong in the first place.
I'm saying that if she feels like she has to ask him, then yeah.
But if you have to feel like that, then you already know that it's not right to wear.
It's subjective though.
Yeah, for him. Like, she can wear whatever she wants as a woman, sure, whatever. But in their relationship, if they've communicated before that he doesn't like certain things, obviously, like, every piece of clothing is different, and she wants to ask him permission, go right ahead.
If your guy is telling you he doesn't want you to wear something, it's probably because it looks like you don't respect yourself.
Okay.
So you shouldn't wear it in the first place. You shouldn't want to wear it in the first place.
I don't think everyone should listen to what others think about them and care so much about what others think.
Where are
about
you
them.
from? Where's your family from?
New York.
New York. I'm saying like where's your background?
Ethnicity?
Yes, ethnicity.
I'm Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. Oh, shame.
Are you disappointed?
First of all,
I am very disappointed. You know what? We do not
I
claim
am.
her. Okay.
Oh.
We do not claim Kylie. She's definitely cool, but we don't know that's how we meant. And it sucks to say that a lot of Puerto Ricans think like that, bro.
What is it? Is it something
sucks.
with your
that's
culture?
not true.
Yes, it is true. I just came back from Puerto
The
Rico.
culture is very traditional and very men are the patriarchs.
Yes, but the modern Puerto Ricans aren't like that at all. Thanks to
You're
Bad
right.
Bunny.
Is it because that like the way
Little
they
fag.
dance? Their whole promiscuous type culture.
It's just a new era, bro. It sucks to say like this.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a generational thing. established.
I
that.
don't think it just depends on the
That's a
country. I think it's
generational
just
thing.
like she said, it is based on generation.
Country
The-
does
the-
definitely matter. If you go to fucking was it Saudi Arabia and then you go to Colombia, the girls acted very different.
Yes, but also if you have
That's
a
true.
later generation in Saudi Arabia compared to an older generation, they are also going to act different.
Okay, but the girls in Saudi Arabia aren't shaking their ass like the Colombians.
That wasn't the question, was it?
No, it wasn't. But
Okay, so then move on.
it doesn't equate what you're saying.
How
Like what
doesn't
you
it?
said, you said that the generations would be different in Saudi Arabia, the younger generation to the older generation, correct?
Yes.
Okay, the newer generation still doesn't shake their ass. They still have some type of respect for themselves compared to Colombians.
What does shaking your ass have to do with the topic
It's
of
promiscuous.
conversation? Okay, you can be promiscuous other than shaking your ass.
No, it was just an example.
Yeah, I
It's an
think what he's trying to
example.
say is just that the new generation is losing the traditional values.
Yes.
Okay, that's all we're saying. Like I'm half.
I didn't
Puerto-
like his example.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Okay, that's cool, but it was logical.
Uh,
You just
I'm
didn't understand.
I'm
it,
half
maybe.
Puerto Rican, and I was actually
My
just,
response was logical, and you didn't understand it.
Yeah, that's what I said to you.
Yeah, and it's what I said to you.
But that's incorrect.
What's up, yo? Have you dated before or some shit?
I couldn't.
No.
You know I couldn't.
No, just like there's some weird like energy between both of you guys.
There's like this tension.
I know it's like she doesn't
Cut it.
talk to me the way she's talking to you,
Mm.
which is weird. Okay, cool. Any super chats, bro?
No supers. We got some questions.
Go ahead, bro. Let's go.
All right. So your Meshi asked, question for the ladies: if a man is sexless, or excuse me, if a man is in a sexless marriage for months on end, is he within his right to get his needs met with other?
Okay,
women?
good question, Ameshi. What do you think about that?
I think if they made the decision to have sex constantly with less months, maybe talk about it before you look for another option.
Okay, what do you think about that?
That shit sound complicated.
Okay, it usually is. What do you think about it though?
I don't like the idea of this whole. I mean, wait. So he's sexless, but he's married, correct?
Yes.
Sexless
You're not
is-
fucking him. Can he go fuck someone else?
If I'm not fucking him, I mean, yeah, I guess fuck it. Go do whatever you want to go do at this
I
point.
really appreciate you breaking it down. I mean, here's the thing.
What the fuck?
When
It's
no,
so
because
easy.
when Anwar reads shit, I'm like, oh, this is easy, and women are like, oh.
I had moments. I'm
It's
sorry.
like-
I
They
needed
write it
you
too
thinking,
intellectually,
man.
bro.
Thinking.
bro,
It was
it's
one of
like
those,
it's like your brain falls out your head. Like it's simple questions that he's asking.
It was too many sentences. She made it easy. That's it.
Guys, your questions have to have 3 words max, bro. Okay, I'm telling you,
Leave
these
him in one line.
ladies,
Yeah.
bro. This
She
is
said it really easy. It was sound
I'll
like you were just
translate,
reading
I'll
some shit,
translate.
and I was like, bro, this is Chinese. Como que di que he's married, but she's not giving him sex and
Okay.
the chicken.
so you're in a marriage. Okay, you haven't given your man sex. Is it okay for him to go find sex elsewhere? Yes or no?
Yeah, I mean, how are you married and you're not having I think it's stupid. I think that's something that's really dumb that women do in relationships is that like we use sex as a weapon
Yes.
when
It's
you're
like-
already
yes,
in a
it's like
relationship.
a power tool.
And I think it's so dumb because the reality is that we could sit here and we can lie and pretend, but we want to fuck just as bad.
Facts.
You know what I mean? We're just
But you're-
letting
you're-
our feelings be
She's
like,
preaching.
no, fuck him. I'm not gonna give him any pussy because
She's
that's how I get what I
praising.
want. And that's not
Listen,
the
man,
way. Like, that's not gonna work.
I'm a very sexual person. Like, if you're not gonna give it to me, then I'm gonna let you know. Like, I'm gonna go get it somewhere else because, like, I would respect you enough to give it to you.
But a lot
Yeah,
of guys,
I mean, it's a win-win for me.
A lot of guys aren't in the position we're in. They can't just go out and just do that shit. So once they give their power away, which is the relationship, then they have to kind of like the women have the power again because they can say no
Yeah.
sex, yes sex.
I still
It's-
think
Go
it's
take the
wrong,
garbage
though.
out, or I'm not fucking.
It,
you.
I
it
still
is
think
wrong.
it's
You're right.
wrong.
It is wrong. But women
Like-
do this every single day.
Mhm.
Okay, and I'm not saying the same women do it every single, but I'm saying it happens every single day, all over the world. It happens where women use sex against men. Okay, now what happens is the guy ends up entertaining another girl, fucking another girl. Then you're like, oh, well, I don't know why he cheated.
Yeah.
Come on, ladies, you guys aren't that dense. Okay,
Real quick, I got some stats.
go ahead.
15% of marriages are sexless.
Holy shit, 15%. That definitely isn't in the United States, probably though. All right, what about you over here? What do you think about that? If you haven't given your husband sex, is it okay if he goes and finds it elsewhere?
Is he cheating or does she know?
I mean, does it fucking
Yeah,
matter?
I
Like,
think
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
not-
I do
Yeah.
because I think that marriage is a commitment.
I think
And
if you
if
cared
you're-
about your marriage, you wouldn't not give him sex.
And don't be married.
Yeah.
Okay, so answer for both if it's that difficult.
If he's telling her, then I think it's okay. If he's deceiving, cheating, then no, I think it's wrong.
I would argue that if you're in a marriage and you're not giving him sex,
That's
you're cheating.
What?
And listen.
That
to-
doesn't make any
Okay,
sense.
but hold on, but listen to why I say that, because first of all, there's really like a few things that guys ask for: good sex, be my peace, don't embarrass me. So if we're going into a marriage, we've probably been hopefully together long enough to where you know the type of person that I am. Now, if we go into a marriage and you know I was fucking the shit out of you for the first year, 2, 3 years, whatever it was, before we got married, and all of a sudden we get married and you don't want to give me sex for 2, 3 weeks, I consider that cheating. All right. That's me personally. And you guys may not agree, but now fuck it. I'm gonna figure out how to get my needs met, because
you're changing the boundaries
Yes.
of the relationship.
And it goes back to what I'm saying. There's a lot of women use that against men. You guys know you are the key holders of sex. It doesn't even matter if we're married. I can't take you by force, because even if we're married and I take you by force, you call the cops, I'm gone.
Facts.
Right? So women use that against men. So what I would say is, yes, I would consider that cheating. If we're married and you're not giving me sex, to me that's cheating, and I'm gonna go find it somewhere else. So that's just me personally. Do you ladies agree with that? You agree? You agree with it?
I do. I think it's a very slippery slope when you start playing those games.
Okay.
In a marriage, you know what I'm saying?
What about you? What do you think about that?
I can't even answer this question, bro. I'm a hornball. Like, I don't even know how the fuck you
Okay,
can do that.
well,
Like, how can you not give a man sex? This doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, I'm trying to get pleased. You're trying to get pleased. Why the fuck are we not pleasing each other?
Okay, so just hypothetically, like, do you think it's cheating?
No.
No. Okay. What about you? What do you think about what I said?
I agree with what you said, not with the cheating part though. That part just doesn't make any sense to me.
So if me and you are married and you're not giving me sex for a month, you don't feel like that's cheating?
No, I think cheating is just anything
Understand
that
what
involves
I'm
someone else.
okay, I want you to understand, and I get it. You're being like technical. What I'm saying is, if
What-
me and you are married,
What is it other than technical?
Hold on. You gonna let me talk? So if me and you are married, right? I would never marry you, by the way. But
That's okay.
yeah, because of the way you are. If me and you are married and you have the power to keep sex from me, right?
Okay.
Understand that. Only one of us has that power. Because I guarantee you, and this happens a lot, where if you wanted to fuck me, you could have it. And even if I didn't want to, you could get on top and it would happen. You know what I mean? it would
Fuck
just,
it, my dick has its
it
own
would, bro,
mind.
it would happen. Like this dude would betray me and it would happen. You feel me? So with that being said, it's like you having that power to me, and you may not agree. That's cool. We can agree to disagree.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's cheating. And with that being said, is don't be surprised if a guy goes along and does his thing. That's all I'm saying.
I think it's cheating because you're changing the boundaries. Like, just think about it. If a guy said, no, I'm going to be monogamous and this is a monogamous relationship, and then he went to go fuck another girl.
All right, real quick. How about this? Let's say me and you are married, right? We dated for 3 years and then we got married. Okay. Hypothetically. Okay.
Yeah.
I took care of you. I provided for you. Make sure you were good. Then all of a sudden, a year into our marriage, I stopped paying for everything.
Okay.
Literally, just out the blue. You know what? I don't want to pay for shit no more. Okay.
Okay.
Would you consider that in a way cheating?
No.
No? Okay. So remember, everything falls on you now, because
Okay.
you're not going to let the mortgage go down. You're not going to let the cars. You're not going to let everything we've worked for. You're not going to let that shit go down. So now you have to scramble to try to figure out how to pay all this shit. Right. And remember, for 4 years, I've been taking care of all that shit. You don't feel like there's anything wrong with that at all?
It definitely sucks, but it's not cheating.
Okay. So it just sucks.
We'll agree to disagree.
Okay, cool.
I think the word betrayal is a better word to
Yeah.
describe it.
Isn't betrayal
It's
cheating?
a betrayal.
No.
Huh?
Isn't
No,
betrayal
it's
cheating?
It's kind of different, but
Betrayal
more
and
broad.
yeah, betrayal is more like
cheating can
somebody.
be betrayal, but not the opposite.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
what I'm saying.
Okay, I understand that.
okay, and I get it. Like, if you guys want to say no, that's cool. But
That
again,
sounds very political.
I will
though.
tell you, most men would see that as you violating a contract that we had, even if it was a, non-verbal contract. So with that being said, any super chats, bro?
Yeah, Brokey. He said, ladies, name 3 Republican presidents.
Damn, that's gonna be tough, bro.
I would. I think they can name 3 presidents.
You know what? We'll start off with you. 3 Republican presidents. This would be good for you.
George Bush,
Uh-huh.
George W. Bush,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
I knew it. I already.
He
I
killed that
knew.
shit. She
I knew.
murdered
You
that.
know what? I knew she was gonna be able to name them. I already knew that. All right. What about you? Give me 3.
Donald Trump, George Bush.
All right,
Hold on.
hold on.
Let me
You can't name
bring all the
exactly
ones
what
she
she
just
named.
said.
Say the same
Okay,
one.
okay.
Said the
She's like, wait,
exact
so
ones.
George Bush, W. Bush, Donald Trump.
Nixon, Reagan, and Donald Trump.
That,
Give me-
Give one more because you said Donald Trump again.
Woodrow Wilson.
I think he was a Republican.
Yeah. Okay. What about you? Give me 3.
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the Republican presidents.
Give me 3 Democrats.
Okay. Obama.
Of course, you know these.
He's still a war criminal, so.
Okay, at least you
Obama. I don't like any of them either. Oh my gosh. Democrats?
Just name 3 presidents. Give me 3 presidents. God damn it.
Oh, I don't know their parties. I don't pay
Just give me
attention
3
to
presidents.
Any president.
Oh.
But you don't know their
Okay.
parties?
them.
That's like
No.
literally the reason why they get.
I only
I
know
like
like from me being alive and their parties.
Okay.
But we named like all of those.
Okay.
Okay, just give me 3 presidents.
Yeah.
Okay. Washington, Lincoln, and Obama.
There we go.
Okay. Cool. Shout out to you. What about you? All the ones on the dollars. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Obama's
facts,
not on a dollar.
I was gonna be like, I don't fucking know any of the presidents unless they up on like deck and shit. I don't really pay attention to that. I mean, I know they on the fucking dollars and shit and on the coins. But that's it.
Okay.
I have
So
no
you'll
interest in them. Yeah,
so
I'm
you'll
sorry.
pass on this one.
Yeah, facts. I am.
Okay, cool. She's gonna pass on this one. All right. Any other super chats?
Yeah, we got $50 from Brooks. He said it's tense because she's feeling him. Sign language. Keep up the good work.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to fucking Brooks, bro. Listen, Brooks, you kind of said exactly what I was thinking. There's like some sexual tension going on right here. I see it.
He just gives me the vibe that I want to argue.
Yeah. And you know what? Usually that comes from like sexual attractiveness, right?
No, I just love to argue.
Yeah. And he'll
That's
argue with you.
toxic.
And he'll argue
That's
with you all night. I promise you.
toxic. Okay.
Yeah.
You sound
I-
like a girl saying that.
No, that was a girl.
No,
Yeah.
that was
I
girls
was like,
somewhere.
I saw the button, but
Yeah,
you
yeah.
said that's toxic, and I
Yeah.
thought you would.
Yeah, that was.
It's your voice. I was like,
Shout out to my boy Brooks, man. Brooks, make sure you become a member, homie. And we're
Yeah,
actually,
shout out to you, brother.
we're actually sending you some merch too tomorrow, bro. So shout out to you, much love. Any other ones, bro?
Yeah, Captain says, question for the ladies. What is your opinion on mothers letting their young daughters dress provocatively?
I like this
Public?
question. I like this question. You know what? We'll start off with you. Go ahead. What's your opinion on that?
So I hate it.
Okay, you hate it.
I hate it. I literally police everything my kid wears.
I like
to
that.
be honest with you. I truthfully, wholeheartedly, this is gonna sound terrible.
I
I
like
hate the
that.
fact that she plays volleyball.
Oh, I like that.
Because you know
I
that
like you.
volleyball, like
Yeah, the shorts.
Yeah, I like that.
I hate
But
that.
I-
But it's her sport. But in the same token, I hate
I understand,
it.
but because of what they wear,
Exactly.
I understand. Oh, trust me, I've seen like the
And her body at 14 is like mine.
yo.
So imagine
That's crazy, bro.
14?
at 14.
fucking
like,
crazy.
She looks like she used to play for what's that school that they got in trouble for it being like a whole bunch of grown ass men
No, don't ask
in
me. I
that
don't watch
college
sports.
league,
I'm sorry.
Bishop something that they faked the
Oh,
whole
yeah, I
football
remember that.
team.
Yeah.
Like that's what she looks like in comparison to the other little girls. Like she looks
Wow.
like she doesn't even fucking belong. there.
Okay, so you police her clothes. What about
I
you? What do
do.
you think about that?
I don't think that
Speaking to the mic.
young girls should be dressing provocatively.
Okay.
I think that it's okay to police them at a certain age. I think especially now it's really hard to tell girls' age.
Mhm.
They kind of like a lot of people talk about how they skip that phase, like the awkward phase.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think that like
What age
you-
should people stop policing their daughters at?
once they're out of the
25.
house,
Hold on. Let her answer.
once they're out of the house.
Cause you're a caring mother. Like I would expect you to say something like that. But once they're out of the house, so okay. So if maybe like 18, I guess.
Could she be like 25 still in the house though?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, cool. What about you?
Sorry, I blanked. I think it's okay to police your children's clothing like that if they're dressing provocatively.
Okay.
Okay.
So you don't think it's okay for like young girls to be dressing promiscuous, correct?
No.
Okay. What about you?
No, yeah, I don't.
No. Okay, I agree 100%. Listen, man. I strongly believe that like you should be able to whoop your kid's ass. You know what I mean? I know I'm like old school and shit like that, but like I've seen situations where like parents are, but it depends too. Like you can't like
Don't pull out the switch like,
Yeah,
I used
like,
to get beat. Nah, don't do that.
yeah,
Like,
don't wet the belt and do some like you
Yeah, that
know
shit used to happen to
some
you too.
torture beatings or not like
Yeah.
that. But like yes, I think
give them
you
like spanking or
I
some
think you
shit.
should be able to beat your kids. Like come on, bro. Like it's our as parents, it's our job to make sure that our kids understand that our kids are naive, right? So like if my kid was to leave the house looking like that, like I'd have a serious problem with it. I'd have a serious problem because I would say, listen, I love you, and I know what the world is gonna see you as, and I know what the guys are gonna see you as, and you may not be strong enough to know how to handle that. A lot of girls that I've met in life end up having sex with guys that they never wanted to have sex with out of peer pressure, and because they didn't want to have that guy dislike them. It's very, very sad. Okay, cool. Any other super chats, man?
No, but we got a new member. Brooks just became a member.
Shout out to
Yo,
my boy
shout out
Brooks,
to you,
man.
Brooks.
Much love to you, Brooks.
Yo, hit me up on Instagram, brother.
Any other ones, bro?
No more supers. Just we got regulars.
Okay, cool.
Alright,
Do me a
bet.
favor. Let's get to the next video real quick. I think. Oh, so we did 2 videos so far.
Yeah.
We did this one, man. Shout
This
out
one
to
was
this man.
fucked. I feel sorry for him. He
Yeah,
better have broke
I
up
feel
with her.
sorry for him
Like
as
he
well.
just got embarrassed
He
publicly.
thought that he was gonna go home and take all that off. All they did was
Oh my
fight.
God,
You guys
facts.
collab.
You know
His
what? I
Instagram
will
account?
say no, but
We're trying.
we're trying to soon. I will say this. A guy like him is probably with her because he feels like that's the best he can do.
I agree.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cause she
Apparently,
looks
she was
good.
on FNF.
Yeah.
That was
So,
dumb.
yeah. And if she was on an FNF, that says a lot about her. Go ahead.
And her-
Pregnant, you wanted to have the kid, but I didn't want to. Should I still be held responsible to support that child?
Yes,
Why?
because you put raw dick in me and you didn't pull out. Or you put raw dick in me in general, pre-cum can also impregnate a woman. So you assumed that risk when you did it. If you didn't want no kids, you should have put a condom on.
But you also open your legs up to me.
True.
At the
But
same
I can open my legs to you and tell you to put a condom on. Now it's up to the female to be like, you know what? Fuck it. Just do it.
At the same time, if you wanted an abortion and I wanted to keep the kid, I wouldn't have a say in it.
Because the woman is carrying the child. It is a double standard in that situation. But when it comes to me getting pregnant, if you want me to keep the kid and I don't, then it's just like, well, you also, again, assume that risk.
But again,
She's like,
how is that
well.
equal or in any fair playing
There is no
field?
equal in it.
If
I think that's why they ban an abortion right now.
Yeah.
They like, you got pregnant, you knew what you was doing, so keep
that's
it.
smart. She lucky.
if I got you pregnant,
All
you
right, cool. I will say that I love the last part that she said that about the whole abortion law.
Yeah.
I'm very pro that. I think women have had way too many excuses and way too many safety nets. I think if you're a woman and you got pregnant, unless it was grape, I think you're responsible for that. Okay. I think that women have so many safety measures. You have condoms,
Mhm.
you have birth control,
Keep going.
you have plan B,
Facts.
you have plan C, you have so I was about to say that one, you have adoption.
Yeah.
Like you have a shit ton of other things you can do besides have abortions. So with that being said, I think they actually finally started to
Make it equal.
even the playing field, and women lost their fucking minds over that.
Yeah. Now no one has the option. It's up to the government.
Yeah. Okay. So ladies, what do you think about that video? We'll start off with you. Go ahead.
Why do women want to have babies by men that don't want them anyways? Like I've always wondered that. I never.
That's a really good
understood
question.
That shit.
That is,
Like,
I
at all.
I think a lot of women, they may not admit it, but they actually like to trap guys. Like if a woman really liked a guy and he just really didn't, she's like, well, at least if I have his kid, there may be a possibility that he'll actually come around.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know a guy that's happened to, and I know honestly girls that have done it, and that that's the only reason why they do it. I just don't understand it.
Also,
is
it's
what it
beneficial to
is.
the girl. She gets child support.
My thing is,
I don't get it.
when I see single mothers, I always question, like, why isn't the guy with you? You know what I mean? Because if you decided to have a kid with this guy, especially if like the kids are like 2 and under,
Mhm.
that was a very recent situation,
I
right?
agree.
Like the kid's 1 years old, 2 years old, like that was very recent. So why isn't the guy with you? And a lot of times my question is, well, if you're not with the guy, why did you choose to have the kid? You know what I mean? Because then now I'm like, well, it was your choice at the end of the day. You had so many different options that you could have done. So yeah, it speaks
I
volumes.
think guys are very logical. So if they have a kid with a girl and she's like a good girl, he's going to stick with her no matter what.
Yeah.
So if she has to have some type of craziness or some toxic trait that's pushing the guy away, which then makes it harder for her to find a suitor because guys in the back of their mind is like, she's single for a reason, just like Eric said.
Yeah. Okay, cool. What about you? What do you think about that video?
I don't think that a woman should have a child if the guy doesn't want it unless she wants to claim full responsibility for that child.
Okay.
Like if he verbally states that I do not want anything to do with this child, then she should know that it's going to be solely based on her to raise that child.
And I love that. I think that if women choose to have kids, since it is their body, it should be their choice. I think the man should be able to sign something that says, I am not financially liable for this kid since I did not want to have this kid. Because what's happened is women have the kids and the guys have to pay child support for 18 years.
Let me ask you a question because I'm ignorant on this. If the guy doesn't sign the child support, the birth paper, does he still have to pay child support?
She could take him to court and get a DNA test.
Okay.
Here's the thing. If he doesn't, trust me, I know about this. If he doesn't sign the paper, the DNA test still holds him liable.
Okay.
Now, here's a fucked up part about
You
it.
about to switch it?
Here's a fucked up
Don't
part
switch it
about
on
it,
me, bro.
If I have a kid with, any of you guys, and I think that baby's mine, you tell me that baby's mine, right? I go to the hospital, I sign a birth certificate. I'm excited. Come to find out, that's not my kid. I'm still legally responsible for that kid for the rest of his life until he's 18 financially, which is fucked up. Because I only signed that birth certificate under
the pretense
that it was my child.
You know what that girl's thinking?
Got him.
The problem is the problem is that for men, it's never been fair, right? And so think about it. Like, I'm legally responsible for that kid, even though it's not mine. If me and you have sex, you get pregnant, but you were also having sex with another person, you know for sure that's your baby. However, I don't know if that's my baby. I can only go off your word and hope that it's my baby. So it's never been fair for men, ever. It's never been fair for men, even if men didn't want to have the kid. It was always the woman's decision. So,
So let me ask y'all a question. Do you think a guy, if the girl has the baby, has the right or should have the right to be like, no, I'm not going to pay child support? I'll start with you.
Wait, what?
So if a girl has the kid, right, and the guy didn't want the kid, do
Okay.
you think he should have an option to opt out of paying child support?
Yes and no.
Explain. Why no?
It's just one of those.
How's it yes and no?
Okay, so like I have a sticky situation right now about that because.
Are you going through that right now?
So my baby dad currently, before the baby came, like we were fucking, obviously we fought, and I disclosed to him, listen, if let's say I do get pregnant, if you don't want to be around, you have that option. Like I'll take full responsibility. Homeboy said, okay. Decided to stay around.
He's stupid.
And now Papo's not around. Like, all right. Like,
you took him to court?
I am now.
Yeah.
Because he's gone and he made me.
But didn't you literally tell him that he wasn't liable for it?
So I did, but he wanted to stay.
But you changed your mind.
Well, he wanted to stay. That was the problem.
Yeah.
He said, no, I want to be there. 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 All right, cool. But then once baby came, disappeared. Like, you can't gas me the fuck up and tell me that you want to stay. Yeah. And tell me, I'm going to be there after I given you the option. I'm giving you the option of if you want to stay, bro, cool. If you don't want to stay, you don't have to.
But okay, so why not honor your word though?
Yeah, like the first no. First you said it's okay if he didn't.
Yeah, it's okay if he didn't.
So you got to honor that.
Right.
Facts,
that was
if
first.
you stayed throughout the whole pregnancy, then why the fuck would you have stayed through the whole pregnancy? You shouldn't have.
So because of how you feel, your initial word is
invalid. I
guess it's invalid at this point.
Yeah,
Facts, yeah.
because
you decided to fucking stay. Fuck you. You decided to stay,
right.
So you're gonna deal with the consequences.
Should have left when I gave you the out.
Facts,
Right,
I did. Most women don't do that. I said to you, bro, you know that the liability of what happens if we're fucking wrong, you're not in me, nigga. If I have a baby, you can leave, Papo. I'm giving you that option.
Yeah.
Most women do not give you that option.
I
knew the consequences. This is why this video is kind of like fuck, like because I gave it to you.
Yeah.
You could have. all right, bam, I'm out. I would have dealt with the shit by myself, mentally and emotionally as a woman, because I still am a woman.
Okay.
And I would have been like, oh, fuck, I know that I gotta financially take care of this. But if you're gonna slay me on some like, yo, I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna help out, I'm gonna be with a baby, this, that, and the third, and then you leave, nah, I'm gonna get out. For sure. Now I'm gonna put you on child support. Like, now you're gonna help me out because now I'm not mentally anymore prepared to do this by myself.
Did he sign? He didn't sign the birth certificate.
So no, he didn't sign the birth certificate.
Okay, so you got to go and take him to court and get a DNA test.
No, he already made me take 2 DNA tests.
Oh,
so
really?
Papa knows he is the dad.
Oh wow.
Period. Like too, while I was pregnant and when I gave birth.
18 years. 18 years. For 18 years.
I'm sorry, man. This is touchy.
You got
yeah,
that,
it is.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, cool. I find it weird though that like you almost spoke that shit into existence.
I mean, kind of I did, but I was prepared for.
So listen, man.
So when you're out there,
we might get pregnant, and I might fuck you over if you don't leave right now.
That was his. And shit.
You know what I mean?
I gave you. I knew the consequences. Exactly what she was saying. Like you just said it. This is why I'm not with the abortion shit. I believe that. Like,
okay.
If you out there fucking, unless you're getting raped. You deal with the consequences and suck it the fuck up. Like, period. You out there getting just the fuck in. Either you're gonna swallow it or you're gonna take the nut in.
Right.
And you know what the fuck happens.
Right.
You get a baby.
Okay.
You can't just be out there, like you said, there's plenty of options, bro. If you don't want it, cool, take it, adopt it. But you out there just like, for the fuck's sake of it, I'm gonna abort this baby. I'm gonna abort this baby and continue doing that shit. I'm not with the shit.
You know, I know, lady.
I eat all my consequences.
I know women that have had like 6 abortions.
Facts, and that sucks.
It's
like,
crazy to me. Bro.
I don't judge them. Like I'm not gonna. Be
nah,
like,
you should judge them.
So
they
I'm
should
not
be
judging
judged.
them. I get it.
They should be judged, bro.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Bro, you're not gonna like me if we go into that because here's the thing.
It's just earlier you said if it's the woman's body, she has the choice.
Yeah, she has a choice to keep it or not, but it doesn't
No,
mean that I
you
agree
said
with
it in a different context, so why wouldn't it apply to the context of abortion?
No. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna let you speak. Go ahead.
No, that was it.
So earlier I said what?
You said that if it's a woman's body, she has the choice.
I said she's always had the choice, right?
Yeah. No.
Which is true. She's always had the choice. Women have always had the choice until recently.
But I don't think abortion is just specific to this situation or this kind of scenario because there's so many different people that affect so many different backgrounds, cultural, religious reasons. And I think having the choice is a good thing for people that it affects in more detrimental ways.
Okay.
If it's a medical thing, yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
But if
you
they
don't
make
like
it a
the
law,
fact
they don't got a choice anymore.
You
if
don't
it's
like
a medical thing.
You don't like the okay, but those are very small exceptions.
It's
That's
not
not outliers. Those are
outliers.
outliers.
Those are the minorities. Okay,
That's like 2%.
What you don't like is that I said that those women should be shamed. I'm sorry, but if you have 6 abortions at this point, you're doing that shit as a habit. Okay, and I know women that have done that, and it's very disgusting because. Come on, once, all right, cool. Twice, damn. 3, 4, 5, 6 times, all right, bro. Like you're doing this shit on purpose, and I don't even think for women that's
right. It's horrible.
That's 6
horrible.
different fucking bodies.
Yes, and for me, listen, you may not look at it this way, but an abortion for me is murder. Okay, you're murdering somebody, whether you like to believe it or not. Well, that's for me personally. It's like, listen, man, if that baby has a heartbeat, that's murder. Okay, like everybody has a right to live, in my opinion. I don't think that based off your feelings, you should be able to kill a life just because you're not ready for it. You know, well, if you weren't ready for it, there's countless measures you could have taken to avoid that.
The first measure being not have sex.
But what about the reasons behind why they're not ready for it? Like, what if it's not?
Okay, but you're gonna be not ready 6 times.
Okay, but this isn't just about the people that are taking it 6 times and popping it like
no,
candy.
but that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, I'm saying, but if it's the law, then what about all of those other people that it does affect?
But we're not talking about that.
That's what I'm talking about now.
Okay.
But it's like we're not talking about the outliers because we're accepting that if a girl gets raped, which is an outlier, yes, she should be able to have an option to get an abortion.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, yes, there are those outliers, and they should have the option to get the abortion. But if they make it a law, they don't got that option anymore.
But men have never had that option, is what I'm saying.
I mean, if it's that deep, you just go to a state that does allow it.
Well, first and foremost, the law's already done with. So it's not a if, it's already happened.
Yeah.
That's first and foremost. Secondly, the point that he's trying to make, look, from a woman's perspective, okay? The reason my daughter exists is because before I had her, I had 2 miscarriages.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got pregnant with my daughter, I said, you know what? if I don't have this baby, what if I can't have another baby after her? Okay. Now, have you guys ever been pregnant? Either one of you? Okay. You even before, like he said, once it has a heartbeat, even before it's actually a real person or a thing in societal standards or whatever, you have an attachment. You have an attachment. If you don't, you're a fucking savage.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying, is that how can you be the type of person to have that attachment 6 times and say, nah, fuck this shit? Like, you have to be a really fucked up person, to be honest with you, to do some shit like that. Because like you said, there are so many options. You can go and get a plan B. You can wear a condom. You can do all these things to prevent that from happening before it ever even happens. You understand? So that's what he's talking about. He's talking about the girls that are out there and they are popping abortions like pills. You get me? Because it's not the same thing at all. It's really not. And I can tell you that because I have a child and because I, unfortunately, not by my choice, lost 2 of them before. So I know the 2 sides of the coin. You get me? And it's just not right. Like, there's no other way to say it. There's no other way to put it. It's just not right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think just because some people think it's not right and some people do, doesn't mean that you should take away the option and choice from everyone.
The exception doesn't make the rule. And those cases that you're talking about is 2%.
It's not just those cases.
Okay, so give me an example of like a medical situation.
Sometimes there are a lot of people where they have to have the option of choosing them or this developing baby.
Okay.
If they fully carry this baby, they might die.
Okay.
And yes, it's selfish, but they have the option to choose, do I want to live this life out or do I want to stop this other life out?
Yep.
And I think them having that choice is okay. I think whether you agree with it or not, I think it's okay because we're not going to agree or like everything that everyone does.
Yeah.
We never will. And I don't think because they have that choice and they choose to maybe terminate a pregnancy that they're any less or any I guess I don't think it's okay to, I guess, disrespect them in a way if it doesn't affect you.
Okay.
But I think we all understand that and we agree what you're saying.
We do.
But what I'm saying is
same
the
thing as grape.
exception doesn't make the rule. All those outliers that you're talking about is literally the 2%.
Yeah, and if we're being honest, even with the law that they passed, there's still loopholes.
You could just go to another
state. You can literally go to another state and still do it. What I'm saying is women still technically have all the power. You know, if we're being honest, like, okay, drive 45 miles to another state, like, you know what I mean? Like, and you can do it. Like, I saw, what state was it? I think I showed one of you guys. There's a state that's actually not even, they're not giving any more, like, they're stopping the births because all the doctors are leaving because of the law.
You did show me. Idaho?
Idaho. I think it's Idaho. All the doctors from Idaho literally decided to leave. So they're not actually having any more births there. So people have to drive 45 miles to like the nearest hospital to give birth there because of exactly what we're talking about, which is crazy to me that we're dealing with that type of shit. All right, any other super chats, bro?
Yeah, Ali said your dude gets KO'd at the club. What do you do?
My boy?
No, it's for the girls.
You know what? I'll let Kylie start off this. So you're out with your man at the club. Your friend gets knocked out for whatever reason. I don't know what Ali was thinking, but
Friend?
Your boyfriend, all right? He gets knocked out. What are you gonna do? You gonna defend him?
What do you mean defend him?
Yeah,
like
you're
fight for him?
You're gonna fight for him?
No.
Okay.
He got knocked out. What chance do I have?
You gonna run?
All right, cool. I feel like you'd fight.
You know I'm a gangster, but I'm not gonna the fuck out. Like,
Yeah.
Like, jumping right on top of you, straight. And then afterwards, I might have to like shoot your ass outside if we're gonna be extra and shit. Now, why'd you do that? Like, now he's on the ground and shit. Like,
So you a gangster now?
I am a fucking thug for sure. Man. I'm sorry, I have my thug moments. Leave me alone.
Okay. All right, what about you? What you doing?
I'm gonna take Jesse to the club with me. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
let's go.
It.
All right, cool. What about you over there? What you doing?
I don't know, man.
Just flash your
I would-
titties
no,
and
no.
everything. Just
I would,
that shit would work
That
too.
would- yeah, it would.
Everybody would just stop it.
Yo, guy can get up real quick, get a lick in, all that.
I think I'd be embarrassed, to be honest.
You break up with him?
Nah, I would just be like, damn. Like,
Nah, you
like,
wouldn't
break
no,
up with
listen,
him.
you
Nah,
wouldn't
I'd be
break
like-
up with him the day of, the day after, but a week or two, you would be like, I don't really
Oh, I'd be
respect
like,
this nigga no more.
I'm dealing with some family issues.
Yeah,
I need
exactly.
time for myself. No,
Look,
I mean,
she's done it before.
no,
Oh
no.
God.
It's not you, it's me.
Yeah.
No, I would help him up for sure. Like, get an ice pack or something.
Where you getting an ice pack in the club?
They have to have first aid kits. They have the little squeeze ones, and like,
Oh, they only
Yeah.
got that shit for girls. They ain't that shit for no nigga.
All right, cool. Any other super chats, real quick? Go ahead.
No other supers.
All right, cool. I think we have one more video, right?
Yep.
We'll get to that one last video. We'll get the ladies' reaction on that chat. Thank you so much for sticking with us today, man. It's Friday night. You guys could be anywhere, but you're here with us. Shout out to you guys. Any super chats, any questions for the ladies, man? We'll get to this last video. Go ahead.
Oh shit. Hold up.
We're having a sound issue.
Guys, make sure you like,
It is a
subscribe,
sound
and
issue.
hit the bell
Cool.
so you
Alright,
get
we'll
notified
just-
every time we go live.
Well, we'll just end this video then. You don't have to play it. All right, let's do some member chats, bro, and then we'll get the ladies' thoughts on the show. Go ahead.
All right. Let's see. Mike asked them if they know what vet means.
Okay, yeah. I asked them a few shows ago, and they didn't know what it meant. Okay, you know what? Do you know what vet means?
No, sir.
No, sir. All right. What about you? What does it mean to vet someone?
I don't know what I mean.
Really,
Yeah.
bro?
Yo, Eric, you sounded hurt when she said that, bro. You said really?
Because, like,
fuck.
you go to the University of Miami, like you've
gotta
never heard the
vet
word
nigga.
vet.
I've heard it. I don't really pay attention to
Well,
it.
she did say she just got
I'm
a
gonna
relationship.
I'm gonna school you after. the
She's
show.
not trying to get in a relationship right now.
Yeah. Okay.
She's not
All
having
right.
fun.
Do you know what it means?
I think I might have a couple ideas.
Okay,
like,
give me some.
So vet, as in veteran, someone who served in the like
Okay.
military. No wait, and to vet someone is to be like, oh yeah, like I checked them out, they're good.
Okay.
Or vet, as in she's a veteran. and
Okay.
she's
I like
a-
her. Wow. Shout out to you.
At least
Okay.
you're trying. Shit.
And I'm pretty sure you know what it means, right?
Of course.
Of course. Okay, cool. Yeah, so essentially what it means is what she says. So, make sure that you get to know a person, check them out, make sure they, they're a good person.
Yep.
Okay,
Which
cool.
a lot of girls don't do it nowadays.
All
No,
this
they don't.
fucking new fucking words.
That's
man.
not a new word.
Courting,
That's-
courting,
that's-
courting.
that's
That's,
not
what
a
I'm
new
talking
word.
about.
Okay.
Courting,
Yeah.
allowing a man to court
I
you.
can't keep up with
What
this
what
shit,
what
man.
did you graduate?
Yeah, I did graduate.
What school?
Out in fucking Pennsylvania, man. They
Ah.
taught us like actual real human fucking words. All these goddamn words that I'd be like, what the hell is
You
that?
gotta think, bro.
I'm still
She's
catching up on top of
She's at like Dina's age, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck
1982
you,
and shit.
Before
Like-
electricity,
Right.
Yeah.
Black and white photos.
we had
Shout out
different
to the
slang.
shout out to the ladies.
We
Okay.
used candles.
Any other ones, bro? Go ahead.
AMG asked, does the amount of sexual partners in your past matter?
Okay. You know what? We'll start off with you.
It does matter.
It
Yes.
does matter.
We did answer this already.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
said
Yeah,
body
it's a
count.
Okay, so everybody said it does matter.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay. Shout out to the panel. Smart panel here
Yeah.
today.
We are out of questions.
Out of questions? Okay, cool. Ladies, real quick. So I want to get your thoughts on the show. Okay. And then Basil likes to play a game before every show ends. So real quick, Miss Cholo right here. Thoughts on the show.
Thoughts on the show.
Yeah.
I had a great time again, guys.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
We
I love
appreciate
your
you so
fucking
much.
energy.
Yeah.
Right. energy
You have
is
really
great.
good energy. And if we ever need a bodyguard,
Oh God.
just
Yo,
come with us.
listen,
to
I
the
worked
club.
for the wharf as a security guard. Don't play, man.
Okay. Are you licensed to carry?
No, not in Florida, but in Pennsylvania. Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to get a license to carry out
Okay.
here too. All right.
Copy.
All right. What about you? Thoughts on the show? Go ahead.
I was very entertained.
Really entertained.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything?
I've learned various perspectives, yes.
She learned what vet means.
Yeah, she's politically correct.
All right. So that was it.
I like to talk. Thank you for having me.
All right. Cool. What about you? Thoughts on the show?
I had a good time. I know we did a lot of agree to disagree, but it's always good to hear perspectives. And yeah, thank you for having me.
Is
Really
there
appreciate
anything
it.
we changed your mindset on?
Absolutely not.
You definitely emphasized my mindset.
Wow.
All right.
Shout out to University of Miami. It's got to be the water fountains over
Yeah,
there, bro.
yeah.
Something they eat over there.
It's the
don't drink
ideology
the water
place.
in Florida.
I
Like
wish
us.
I wish you would go to UM
I've
and not
been-
Do,
no
like,
not talk
the-
to the
The
don't talk to
live
the girls.
interviews.
Talk to the men and see what
The men are worse.
Yeah, the men are pretty bad.
The men are worse.
See what they're like now, and how we behave would make a lot more
Y'all
sense.
are
to
the-
you, I promise.
y'all are the men.
Ladies, I've said this before on the show. I think the reason why women act the way they do is because of the men.
Yeah.
I'm not naive to that.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, bro. You remember the guys there? When we
No,
went?
don't do it. Oh shit. Okay, yeah,
All
no.
the feminine guys
so,
out here.
Anwar and I went there once to do like some interviews and talk to people. Boy, it was
It's
like
definitely a different breed.
we were in a
out there.
different world. Okay, that is retarded. And they're all privileged. I mean, they pulling up in fucking G wagons, and it's crazy,
Damn.
bro.
There was like Raris and
They're
shit.
so
Oh, yeah.
desensitized to like the regular world, bro. It's ridiculous. But you know,
They don't live life on easy mode.
they don't know the basics, bro. Okay, cool. What about you? Thoughts on the show?
I always have a really good time. But I'm kind of sad because the whole point of me coming on here, like I've said before, is because I have a 14-year-old daughter, and no offense to you guys specifically, but I don't want her to grow up with your mindset.
Yeah.
I don't. And I think it's I understand what you guys say about the men of your generation because I don't look my age. So I do get approached by men from your generation, which is part of the reason why I'm single. But somebody has to start the change, right? You said that you're really into like changing sexism and like this whole social construct. You're falling right into it, mamita. Like
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you, but you are falling right into what they want you to fall into to make this mindset and all this bullshit continue. So I always have a great time. I love coming on the show. I definitely do. But I'm a little sad that you guys are so like closed-minded to see what the other side of that is. Because I think if you want to inflict change in the world, you kind of have to be that change. You know what I'm saying?
Don't worry, I plan on it.
So
Yo, Dina just want to say some shit. Actually,
May I ask a question?
Yo, Dina,
shout out to the chat. Come and see me. I got a couple shows coming up this week, guys. I
Yeah,
went ahead and I
guys.
mentioned that earlier.
Make sure you guys
So
hit her up on
just,
the DMs, man. She's super cool. And
hang out.
it almost seems like everything she said went into one ear and out the other.
No. I'm looking at her in her eyeballs, and I know she knows that what I'm saying is right. She just won't admit it here because of the whole validation and all that shit that she was talking before. But it's cool, mamita.
I don't
It's
care
cool.
about the validation of the
Right.
internet for sure.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
just I'm very used to the perspectives that I've been laid out here today.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
You hear it
Shout
from
out to the University of Miami.
Yeah. Okay.
Rhonda, you had a question?
Yeah, I just
Go ahead,
yeah,
Rhonda.
it's okay. I just want to know like what about I don't like our mindsets.
What's bad
sadden
about your
you?
mindset?
Yeah, like
Okay,
specifically.
so the whole mindset that I have a problem with is that you guys are being brought up to think in your head that you have to choose one or the other. Okay, that you have to pick either being the best version of you or being, super submissive or whatever. And that's not the way that the world works. The reality is that you will never be the best version of you, because becoming the best version of you is a daily practice that will forever be a practice to the day that you die. So if you're waiting to become the best version of you to go and find a partner that's going to help you throughout this journey of life, because I hate to break it to you, humans are not designed to be alone. We are not. So that idea of I could be alone for the rest of my life and I'm going to be completely happy and fulfilled is bullshit that they're feeding you, because it's not true. We are inherently designed to be paired or to be social beings. Okay. So that mindset that you guys have that, oh, I'm going to become the best bitch in the whole wide world and then I'll find a man. You're never going to find him, because again, every single day of your life till the day you stop breathing, you will be on the mission to become the best version of yourself. So the reality is that the purpose of us being here is to be able to find somebody who's going to push you every day, who's going to support you every day to be that best version, the same way that you in turn will support that individual. And like I said, I think that the way society has set it up for you ladies and for your generation is to make you think that you have to choose one or the other. And that is why men are the way that they are nowadays. You have to understand that you guys have allowed them to be lazy.
I'm not sure where you got the notion from, but I don't disagree with anything that you
Yeah.
said. When they asked us earlier, oh, what do you think makes you a good wifey? I literally said, I'm not complacent. I want to support whoever I'm with, grow with whoever I'm with. So I don't disagree with anything that you said. And I don't think that you're like waiting to become the best version of yourself will ever happen. Like, that's something that it has to happen on a
literally
daily
said
basis.
she would pick her dream job over her dream man, and I'm telling her your dream job
But I
will
don't
be
think
filled
that's
at the end of the
same
week.
thing as
You're
picking one or the other
it is
for
the
the
same.
rest of my life.
It is the same. It's literally the same exact thing. Now you're just arguing with me just to argue, mamita. And to be honest with you, like
Okay.
again, I'm not just speaking from a visual standpoint. I am 37 years old. I was married for 10 years. Have you been in a relationship that long?
No, just 4.
Okay, exactly. So I'm not talking out of the side of my ass.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, I have a 14-year-old. So I know what the fuck you guys are doing because I'm not a mom that just sits there and lets her kid do whatever. I know exactly what she's doing when she's doing it. So I know what you guys do in general. We're talking in general, right? So honestly, like you guys can sit here and say, oh no, because I agree with you or whatever. But the reality is everything that I've said this whole show, you said, no, I want it like this. No, I'm going to do it like this. And honestly, that
But that's
mindset
also-
is going to...
Sorry to cut you off, but I got it real quick before I lose my train of thought. You said that we're in the mindset where we got to pick one or the other. You sound like you're in the mindset where we got to pick one or the other, where we got to pick the man.
I've never said that.
That's what it sounds like. I didn't say you said that.
No. See, now you're just
So
listening
now you're
to
saying
respond.
that I got to pick one.
You're
or the
not
other.
listening to understand. You're listening to respond. What I said
I'm
is
trying
that
to understand by responding.
then you can't do the same thing at the same time. You can't do those two things. You cannot hear and listen at the
very
same time.
confused.
You understand? Like what you're doing right now, you're just listening to the words that I'm saying just so you can respond to it. You're not taking it in. You're not listening to what I'm trying to tell you. As someone who has lived the life that you guys are living right now and then some.
I got a question for you, Dina.
What's up?
When you were their age, did you think like them?
I didn't. Honestly, I still didn't even think like them because I was in a committed relationship. I did have a house. I did have these things when I was 20 years old. Did I go out with my friends a lot more back then? Yeah, of course, because that's the bullshit that you're like, oh, I want to go to the club and shake my ass. And it's cool at 18, 19, maybe even 20. But yeah, when you're 21, 22, 23 in Miami, you pushing it. Because the reality is that the club scene here starts at 15, girls. So you guys are already over the hill, whether you like to think so or not.
All right, yeah. Thanks for that, and thanks for both of the parties. Not getting
Yeah.
We don't have cups for a
yeah,
reason.
no, yeah. I appreciate that, man. That was really cool. Any other super chats, real quick?
Yeah, we got 3. Walking the Wire said to the U of Miami student, there's 2 of them. Do you want to come to KC for the Elite 8 game?
I'm not sure, man. I don't even know if they know what that is.
I think it's a March Madness. Yeah.
Okay.
We know what that is.
Okay, March Madness. Well, I don't know what that
Wait,
is.
did we win tonight?
No, you
For
guys
the
suck.
men's game?
Yeah, you
The
guys suck.
woman won.
I know the women win, but I didn't.
So
The
you want to
game
go with him?
started at 7:15.
Do y'all want to go with him?
No,
it's
No.
okay. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, make sure you slide into their DMs, bro. It's gonna be in the description above. Any other ones? Go ahead.
Repo said, listen to your elders.
Shout out to Revo, man. All right, any other
And
ones?
then Ali said, what's the ick for the opposite sex that you have?
Okay, real quick. What's one ick for the opposite sex that you have?
I hate effeminate men.
Oh wow, that's a good one.
That's a
actually.
good. Yeah.
What about you over here, Miss Rhonda?
It's all in Miami.
I swear on everything I love, I was gonna say when a man is too feminine.
Really?
When they're sassy, and yeah, when they don't know how to change tires.
Okay,
There's so
cool.
many
cool.
sassy men at Miami, bro.
Yeah. Okay. What about you?
I was gonna say a lack of personal hygiene.
Okay, that's a good one. What about you?
I'm gonna go with both of those options.
Okay.
Fuck that.
You
All the
want to
above.
give me one that they didn't name?
What's an ick? Damn, I don't know. Cause I don't want you acting like a bitch. Cause I already do that. And then, ew, like I don't want you dirty.
What about finances? You cool with paying for his stuff half the time?
Nah, chill, bro. He pays for everything.
Okay, so maybe that's one right
Yeah,
there.
not being broke as shit. There you
Okay.
go. That is an ick.
Cool. All right, cool. And just for you, Rhonda, most men generally the way that you also don't like feminine guys, most men don't like masculine women. Okay.
Yeah, that independent shit. I'm sorry, man. Listen, no, that's
Yeah,
another baby
yeah,
dad
yeah,
story.
yeah,
You
yeah.
ready for this, girl? So, second child, listen, I did all the working 48, 52 hours a week. I did it all. I thought it was there. I needed the job. I needed to do this. He was also a bitch too. But anyways, that's beside the fact. I lost my family and everything. And that was the reason when we moved to Miami is he quote unquote said to me, the reason why we didn't last any longer is because you were too focused on your job and your children.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
lost it all, honestly.
All right,
So,
cool.
yeah.
You're just
I have it all,
shrugging
man.
everything off, huh?
Yeah, fuck it. Just
It's
take it all.
just
That's why I need
everything
one of
I've
these.
said.
It's not her, bro.
Do you feel like you're personally being attacked?
No,
Okay.
Okay,
I
that's
never
good.
feel attacked.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's good.
That's good.
That's
Okay.
good.
I'm
Yeah,
glad,
because I don't want you to think that
Yeah.
at all.
I think everyone, if anything, everyone here kind of actually is trying to care for you. You know what I mean? In our own way.
Yeah.
Like you have to understand. For me, like I have 4 sisters. I basically help raise them, and I'm telling you, like it was really as a young kid, like I knew like them being a hoe would make me look bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't want them to be hoes because it would make me look bad, and it would make them look bad too. You know what I mean? It was a win-win. And luckily they all got like boyfriends and ended up getting married and shit like that. But like
Shout out to them.
it's just a bad it's just a bad look. Like what women don't understand is you also represent your family. You represent your mom.
Yes.
You represent your dad. Like you don't know how many times I've met girls that I've slutted the fuck out, and they're like, "Oh, come meet my mom," and I'm like, "If your parents only knew, bro. If your parents only knew." You know what I mean? So it's a bad reflection on everybody. But we lost that. This generation doesn't give a fuck what they make their parents look like. No one cares. Back in the day, it actually meant something. All right. Any other super chats, bro?
Nope, that's it.
All right, cool. So, ladies, thank you so much for being on the show. You guys were amazing. All right, thanks so much to the chat. He likes to play this game called Fuck, Marry, Kill. Okay, it's a very easy game. There's 3 guys over here. So, Anwar, the producer, everybody take a look at him real quick. He's going to take his glasses off like a model. You see him over there? All right, so that's Anwar right there. He actually took his glasses.
Who, Anwar did it?
Yeah, he did it.
He knows he looked like Bruno
All right,
Mars.
so it's going to be him, Basil, and myself. So, you have to pick one guy to fuck, one guy to marry, one guy to kill. So, we'll start off with you. Go ahead.
No, fuck you. Last time I did that, bro, and I got in trouble by daddy, actually. I got
Oh,
beeped
shit,
at.
really?
Yeah, he was like
Oh,
you acting like a hoe.
If
Yeah.
you're married, then you're good. Yeah.
Say kill, kill, kill.
Yeah. Just kill us all. Okay.
Just gonna kill all you.
All right, moving on with you.
Yo, that nigga watched that shit. He was like, yo, what the fuck was this? What the fuck is you talking about?
So you want to leave me for that black guy right
Oh,
there?
God.
Yeah. All right. So one to fuck, marry, and kill. Go ahead.
Kill, fuck, marry.
Okay, cool. Shout out to you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Who's breathing into the mic, bro? God damn.
Anwar.
All right.
It's not me.
There was no one else close to
Bro.
the mic. I wasn't close to anything.
All right, go ahead.
Kill, fuck, marry.
Okay, so I'm getting killed tonight. Shout out to me. All right, what about you? Go ahead.
Wait, you just said you'd fuck Basil, so we were right
Mm-hmm.
about the sexual tension.
I was right.
Damn, y'all call that shit.
Wow.
He dropped $50 just to say that shit.
Shout out to my boy. All right, cool. All right, go ahead.
Same answer as always. Marry, kill, fuck.
Okay, you know what? Because you've been on the show and we actually value your opinion. Why?
Yeah, explain why.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
I
I'm
think
always.
those are- I think those are good options.
I don't want to
though.
give the
No,
explanation
no,
that I gave
I
the
think
other night.
I think I know what it is though. I'm too young.
Exactly.
No.
It is.
I
though.
want
No,
her to
he's
say
right
it. though.
Okay, yeah,
I don't.
yeah,
I don't
Like,
want you to answer that. I want her to say. it.
Okay, so Basil is too young, right? Anwar's too pretty.
Nah, say how you said emojis.
Okay.
Say
How you said it, emoji. Okay, Anwar, don't get mad at me again, okay?
I'm probably
So-
pissed. Don't do it. I'm gonna be mad like I was emoji.
But
He
my
literally
man,
didn't open my
my-
door because he got so
my man didn't
It's like,
even.
get your own fucking door.
My man didn't even need his
Damn.
food. All right,
So
he was
listen,
pissed.
the reason why I say that though is because there's this big misconception. I don't know, maybe it's a younger girl thing or whatever, but like I don't want like a super pretty guy. Like I don't want like the GQ standard of like what is handsome.
Mhm.
Like I like a man to look like a man. And the reason why I say that is because if you have a high value man and then on top of that he's pretty, it's an extra added set of problems.
Okay.
So I don't want those extra problems
At your
because
age.
I've done that already. I did
like
that already.
like a woman like her, she wouldn't mind it because she still has the time to be stupid and fuck around with that type of shit.
No, it's
you know
not
what I mean?
about being stupid. That's
No,
very
I don't
time.
want
I don't
the
have time
extra
for that shit. That's a lot of
I'm saying
time.
most women your age, like they go for guys like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But here,
because of that.
but here's the thing, and I don't, I'll cut you off real quick. Is for me personally, like, for me, for men, our values different. Like, as far as attractiveness, that shit doesn't mean shit for men. It's what are your finances? How much money you got in the bank? Are you producing value to the world, right? And for me, we know each other very well. Like I'm up there, I'm doing my thing. I work hard, and so I feel like when women typically choose to marry me on this show, it's usually because, like, as fucked up as it sounds, and like I do come across as like a very controlling or insecure guy, as women will label me, is like I actually feel like when it comes down to it, I'm actually probably the more marriageable one out of all three of us because I'm that protector. I'm the one that will die. I'm the one that's willing to provide. Like, and I'm not really like I'm older too, so I'm a little bit more mature in the sense that like I don't want to fuck around. You know what I mean? You're the youngest. You know what I mean? So by default, women know what comes with that.
Yeah.
You haven't even experienced.
Sorry, Basil.
You know what I mean?
Look, I try, but it's not my fucking nature.
I know,
bro.
I know.
Try,
and it's cool because like we have a really close bond and we know so much about each other and we respect that about each other. You know what I mean? We're I'm older than him. We understand like we have the same goals, but we're both going about it differently. You know what I mean? So, and it's funny because even last night we were having a conversation. I was like, "Yo, you're a hardworking guy, but you have time to like have fun with it." Like me, he sees me. I don't have time to have fun with it. I'm grinding all the fucking time, and that's the difference. It's like he still gets his work done, but he has fun with it. I'm more like grind time all the time. I don't have time to play.
You're more focused.
Yeah, I'm focused as fuck, bro. Like I know, like I don't have a plan B. You know what I mean? Like it's all or nothing for me. But yeah, shout out to the ladies, man. You guys were amazing as always. Shout out to the chat. We love you guys so much. Make sure you guys tune in on Monday. Just a disclaimer, guys. I will be traveling back home next weekend. So for the Friday show, I won't be here. I'm going back to Maryland. Handle some family stuff. But we'll see you guys next week, man, on Monday for the nighttime show. Have a good night. Peace.
Can I eat one of these, yo?